1-3, the police are requesting an ambulance to detail man screaming for one. Inside the Irish Social Club at number 19 Park Street, West Rock Street.
If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Like and subscribe to The Movie Canon.
What up, baby? It's Reverzio, and you're watching The Movie Canon. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey friends, it's 1Adam12 here. Don't forget to subscribe to my friend, The Movie Canon, for all your movie, entertainment, horror, and 1/6 action figure talk. Thank you.
Guys, if you aren't already subscribed to The Movie Canon, make sure that you do so, because you are totally missing out. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and hit the notification bell so you know the next time.
What's going on, everybody? Flavio here from the House of Collectibles, and you guys are watching The Movie Canon. Don't forget to grab your popcorn. Don't forget to grab your drinks. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
Bienvenidos a Movie Canon. Denle like, comenten y suscríbanse.
Hi, you're watching the movie Canon. Watch Gio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon. I'm Giovanni, and this is the Met Report, a show about movies, entertainment, and television news. And this is another special episode of the Met Report, as we're going to do the second part of the Steven Spielberg-directed filmography, tier list, part 2. We did the first one at the beginning of the month, so now we're here at the end of the month, and we have the same Canon Council as before. So we're going to finish the filmography, the tier list here today. Thank you so much for joining. If you're watching live, appreciate that very, very much. And if you're watching in the replay, thank you so very, very much. A lot of us are big fans of Steven Spielberg, hence we're here. And we're going to talk about a lot of his great and amazing films. If you are a channel member and you are number one of the top fans in the chat, your character will get 100 credits. So thank you so much, everybody. Let's bring in my Canon Council, as I like to call them. Let's start with the one and only Mr. 1Adam12. Here we go.
Since I was 3 or 4 years old, I've loved Star Wars. So we'll keep moving. We're getting into double jeopardy where things really get tense. Iron Man, knowing that the original Avengers are destroyed and the MCU goes down the drain. And also knowing that we destroy Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Oh man.
Mr. Adam, 1Adam12. How you doing, Adam?
Hey, good, Gio. I don't think there's ever been a better show for that intro with the Spielberg films, right?
Definitely. All Steven Spielberg films, great films. Some of them were in the tier list last time, and we're gonna have some today. So, Mr. Adam, thank you for joining us as always. And are you going to be doing another stream later today?
No, Ben's off today.
Oh, so he is. Oh, okay.
One and done with you today.
Okay, all right.
But I will be doing. We'll do the preview later. A few next week, so that'll be a marathon. Definitely.
Mr. 1M12, thank you so much for joining as always. Let's bring in my next Canon Council member of the day. I want to keep saying night, but of the day, Mr. Jose Plus. Here we go.
You meant Revenge of the Sith, right? You said Rise of Skywalker.
Oh my God.
It's actually a she.
Well, the actress is a she, but Kid Pool actually I think is a male.
Yes.
In the comics, Kid Pool is a boy, yeah.
You know, but you can't, I mean, at that age, you know.
All these fact checks everywhere, but Mr. Jose Plus.
There it is.
Go today.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay? Okay, awesome. Yeah, now I'm ready, man. I'm ready to talk West Side Story. I've been telling you since last episode, man. I want to talk West Side Story. What's going on, man? And you're like, we're gonna leave it for part 2.
You
And
know
I'm
what?
like, I watched that movie. I watched that movie, and we didn't even talk about it. So
yeah, I'm gonna. I had to remove it though for today. I forgot to put it in there.
Oh no!
No, I'm just kidding. It's in there. So we'll talk about West Side Story here today, Mr. Jose. Thank you so much for presenting Spielberg, representing Angels, representing Anaheim and LA and all that stuff. So thank you so much, Mr. Jose.
I got my Jurassic Park. I showed you my ET socks. So I got it going, man.
Nice.
He did show the ET socks. I was like, oh shit. Thank you so much, Mr. Jose. Let's bring in my next Canon Council member of the day. You guys know him as Mr. Alex Montano, and that is also his name. So here we go, Mr. Alex Montano. Here we go. All right, let's move on to the next one here. So the other project that is maybe going to happen is the Rey Skywalker New Jedi Order movie. And with that reaction, let's go to you, Alex. What are your thoughts on this? Mr. Alex Montano, how you doing today?
Good to see you guys. I'm really happy to be here again to talk about the greatest filmmaker of all time.
Definitely liking your hat as always, and your background always looking great. So thank you so much, Mr. Alex Montano. So there you go. There.
I have to wear the Raiders hat.
Of course.
I was gonna wear the jacket too, but it's a little too hot for that.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. That'll be a little too hot there, right? But thank you so much, Mr. Alex. And I'm going to bring in my next Canon Council member. I think he has... I don't have it for today, but I think he's unlocked an intro. So I'll be working on an intro for Mr. Jim Collector. He's been on many times already. So Mr. Jim,
wow,
thank you so much for joining us here again today. How you doing?
No, I'm very good. And to hear I've possibly unlocked an intro, that's very exciting. I'm looking forward to that one. Very jealous of Jose's one. I feel like he's claimed a lot of the best kind of movie shots already. So
oh, you don't even know half of that, Jim. You don't even know half of that information about that. So
I love that. I told you
I'm happy to be here.
A video about the Ray movie that it was never going to happen, and look,
right here we are. Here we are, right? So that's kind of funny, actually. Mr. Jim, all you guys, I'm very excited for all you guys who are here, especially since it didn't take another 6 months. We did it within the same month for part 2, Steven Spielberg tier list. So I'm very excited for that. So thank you so much, guys. Let's get into the live chat. There's a few of you guys in there now. So we have, Jim warming up the chat here. Says good evening, everyone. Mr. Jim is not in Pacific time here, so it is evening for him over there. So thanks so much, Mr. Jim. We have Mr. Brick Artemis, a moderator, saying hello to Mr. Brick Artemis. Thank you so much for joining us here, and he is the architect of the 1/6 celebration that we're going to be doing next week. The 24-hour stream. It's going to be epic. I'll give you guys more details later there. And Jose says I can finally talk about West Side Story. So yeah, so excited to see what you're going to say, Jose. What should be like an F for you and shit? You just wanted to talk shit about the movie the whole time. Thanks so much, Mr. Jose. So thank you so much. Jose, we decided to skip that one. So you're skipping the West Side Story.
Told you.
Yeah, there you go. Christian Crosser Cooper dropping by. Hello, Mr. Christian. Thank you so much. Great supporter from the beginning. Thanks so very much there. Let's see. Ed Brick, saying 1/6 celebration. That's coming up. Just a few days, starting Friday night. September 5th, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Jedi Knights Watch is kicking that off. Like I said, we'll give you more details about that later in the stream. And Jose is saying it's wow, Jim, fake Spielberg fan. So yeah, I guess
that's outlandish.
Right, exactly right. He only made Jurassic Park, no? Right. He only made Jurassic Park, right? Let's see. We might need to remove you from the panel, Jim. Right. So there you go. We have Robbie, who I know well in the real world, dropping by. Hello there, Robbie. Thank you for joining us here in the live chat. Thanks very much there. Brick says Spielberg the GOAT. Very, very true. That's why we're all here. Then Mr. Adam 12 says, welcome to the J.J. Abrams Lens Flare tier list show. Hit that like, subscribe, and become a Canon Council member. Thanks so much there, Mr. Adam. And definitely hit the like button if you haven't done so already. We have, I think, 4 likes from what I can tell so far. It really does help with the algorithm. I do notice things when I get like a little bit more views when the previous stream or video got a lot of likes. So that definitely is something that is true there. So hit the like button if you wouldn't mind there. And then we have Mr. Low-Key Collector, Mr. Calvin. Good morning, gentlemen. Hello, Mr. Calvin. Thank you so much for joining us here today as well. Very much appreciate that there. And Mr. Blue Tattoo, who's a channel member, says, hey, everyone. Hello, Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue Tattoo, thank you for joining us. He'll be on the 1/6 celebration on my time slot next Saturday. So this coming up Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks so much, Mr. Blue. All right, guys. So I decided to start with this first before we get into the ranking. So here we go. So you guys have seen some of the games that I do, like the figure price right, movie score right, things like that. So I'm gonna do a few today that are going to be very Spielberg themed. But it's going to be related to box office. So let's do this here. Okay, so I'm going to show a Spielberg film. And, actually, you guys have something to write with? I forgot to ask you guys about that. I always forget. If you guys have something to write with. So I'm going to show a box office, a movie. And then you would have to guess the worldwide box office of that particular movie. As long as it doesn't go over, let's just say $50 million, even though depending on the box office numbers, it may not be exactly fair, but I kind of have to keep it to a certain level there. But box office numbers, right? If you're a channel member on the panel, you could still win credits there. So there you go there. Looks like I see something here. Hold on a second, guys. All right, so you guys have something to write with now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so here we go, guys. So this is the first one. So, of course, I'm going to pick Jurassic Park. Box office numbers right. So what is the worldwide box office? That's as of today's date. I know they did several re-releases throughout the years. So the worldwide box office numbers. No consideration of inflation, just what the numbers are now. So what is it? So as long as you don't go over, as long as you don't go over the amount and that you stay within the $50 million range. So how much do you think the first Jurassic Park movie made?
You see?
So I'll show you guys. I'll full screen you guys one by one whenever you guys are ready. Everyone's ready? All right, so let's go to Alex since he looks like he's ready to go there. So Alex says,
I think my camera is mirrored. 860 million.
I'm sorry, how much?
860.
Oh, 860 million. All right, so Alex says $860 million. All right, there you go. Let's go to Jose. Mr. Jose.
Can you see that? Oh, shoot. I just can't really see.
I can't.
1.2 billion.
Okay, 1.23. Is that what you put? 1.23?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that was Jose. Let's go to Mr. 1 Adam 12. Let's see what Mr. Adam 12 is saying here. He says 750 million. All right. All right. And then last we have Mr. Jim Collector. So let's see. So he says
I was very close to Adam.
746 million.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. And that was from Mr. Jim. All right. Here we go. Says $1.1 billion. So again, that includes the original release numbers and then the re-releases. Obviously, the re-releases weren't drastically as big as the original release, but so let's see. Yeah, so it's going to be. I don't think any of you guys got it. I think the closest to was Jose.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so by like $50 million, I think it made more than that actually. Let me just double check here. Park. So I'm looking at the numbers that I get is from Box Office Mojo, guys. So that's where I'm getting those numbers there. Okay, so it says here. Oh, you know what? This is like giving me wrong information now. Why was it showing something else? All right, hold on a sec, guys. Okay. There. Okay, 1.104 billion dollars. So that would go over. All right, so none of you guys get it, but it's fine. There's two other opportunities there, but I just wanted to kick things off with this, and then we'll come back to this one here. So thank you so much, guys, for playing that. All right, so now let's go to the tier list here. So I'm just going to go over the ones that we already had before, just very quickly here. Let's see here. All right, here we go. You guys can see it?
It's a little blurry. I don't know if it's just on my side.
It's
A
blurry.
little bit blurry for me too.
It's a little blurry.
It's getting better now.
Is this still blurry?
Yeah,
a little bit.
What the hell? I wonder why it's so blurry.
Not much.
Let me see something else. I guess I could just remove it again and try it again.
Sure.
Right, let me try it again. All right, so here we go. I mean, it's up there again. Is it still blurry?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a bit blurry, but
we can make do.
Switch.
Yeah,
We can make do.
Okay. I don't know why it's blurry. That's kind of weird.
You need to get some top men working on that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know why it's
Men.
okay. That's a indie reference, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Okay. I was like, I never heard that.
Red is Lost Ark.
There you go. All right, so I guess we'll have to deal with it like this. I'll try to describe it as much as I can here. We have my sister Alice dropping by. Hello, friends. Hello, Alice, a channel member. Thank you so much for joining us here. Much appreciate that. All right, so here we go. So last time, part one, these are the movies that were included here. The same panel that we have here today was last time on August 2nd. So at the bottom of the list was 1941, and then always the C tier was Terminal, the Sugarland Express, the BFG. B was Catch Me If You Can, War of the Worlds, Bridge of Spies, Duel, Ready Player One, and Amistad. A tier list was The Color Purple, Hook, and then the S tier list, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Jaws, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, I believe. Yes, and then E.T. So at the end of the stream here today, we may have to rearrange, especially the S tier lists, to see which one's going to be the top Spielberg film, and we should know by today. So there you go. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's start with the first one here. So let's start with AI, artificial intelligence. I'm dropping that in the middle. So there we go. And then also, if you're watching live, you can contribute to this. If you've seen the movie and you want to grade it, put in a grade of A. I'm sorry, S, A, B, C, D, or F. I think you guys know how that works. So let's start with Jose. AI.
Ooh, no, that's not a good choice. I haven't seen AI. I spent too much time watching West Side Story. I haven't seen AI.
Okay, all right, okay.
So skip me on this one.
All right, I'm gonna say AI is. I'll say it's a B plus. I've seen it. Since you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and put in B plus.
Okay.
It was supposed to be it was a film that was going to be by Kubrick. I don't think he meant. I don't know if he was going to direct it or not. Maybe you guys know if he was going to direct it.
Yeah.
But I know that's like his baby, basically. And then he passed away, and then I know Spielberg took over. I know they were collaborating even before Kubrick passed away. But ultimately it came down to Spielberg coming in and then co-writing or helping finishing the script, and then he directed it. I wasn't a huge fan of this movie when it first came out. Like, that it was okay, but throughout the years I've been rewatching it, and I actually kind of do like it quite a bit now. But it's still like a B plus for me. It's not one of those movies that I rewatched very much like other Spielberg movies, so I'll put that as a B plus. Mr. Alex.
I really don't love this movie. It's good, but I feel that it could have been a better Kubrick movie than it was Spielberg's. He really focused a lot on the family subject, like we were talking last time. Like, he's really obsessed with that idea of what it means to have a family and all that. And I think that took away a bit of the interesting part of the story, at least for me. And I don't know, like I don't really love this movie, but it's not bad either. I would give it, I think it's a B.
A B? Okay, solid B.
Solid B.
Alex.
I think that this would have been an incredible Kubrick movie, and he was doing concept art since the 80s, I think. Like, he was waiting to, it was like the Star Wars prequels. Like, it was like, I need the technology to make it.
Oh, I see. It was kind of those situations. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that. Like, I don't know the whole story, but it was something like that. Still a fun movie.
Okay, all right. Let's see, Mr. 1 out of 12.
It's been a minute since I've seen this. I remember seeing it opening weekend in the theater, and I saw it on video afterward. I think I used to own it on DVD. It's a really interesting, it's kind of like the Pinocchio through the lens of this mishmash of Kubrick and Spielberg. And obviously Kubrick passed away. He was never able to complete it, but they did work together on this before Kubrick passed. And Kubrick's widow was, very involved in, the blessing of bringing Spielberg in. To me, I kind of agree with the consensus of you, Gio and Alex on this. It's, when you look at the combination of Spielberg and George Lucas and the Indiana Jones films they created, to me, that's like when you mix peanut butter and chocolate and you get, it's like, wow, that's great. That tastes great. I'm not quite sure that the Spielberg style and the Kubrick style, very distinct styles, and I love them both, that they quite gelled as much for me in this picture as it should have. But it's still an impressive film, an ambitious film. It's a good film. I would like to see it again because, like I said, it's been a minute, so I'm going more off of memory, and maybe if I saw it now, my feelings on it would be a little different. Yeah, I would say a B plus.
Solid. Oh, okay.
It's a solid film.
Has your daughter seen AI?
No, and that's why I think we need to watch it, because she has not. This is one she has not seen.
Okay. So I'll put it as a B plus, Adam, for now. So I'll leave it as that for now. Mr. Jim.
Yeah, you're not going to get any arguments from me. I've seen this film a grand total of 2 times. Once around the time of its release, when I would have been about 9 or 10, and I remember struggling with this film. Just like some of the themes are quite sad throughout. So I remember struggling with those aspects of it. But watching it again as an adult, I enjoyed it more. But I ultimately agree with you guys. It's a really interesting and I think thought-provoking like premise, and there's some great parts of it. Like visually, it looks fantastic, but I don't think it ultimately delivered its product in like a satisfying way. And I feel bad calling it a product. The package of the film, I think the delivery was a slight miss, but it is still a good film. And Jose, I definitely recommend checking this out when you get the time, because it's an interesting film.
I do think it's pretty sad. Sad movie, actually.
It is sad. So I'd be prepared for that.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Jim. What was your grade?
I'd give it a B.
A B. Okay. Solid B there. All right. Thank you so much there, guys. All right. So let's go and look at the live channel. There's some grades in there. My brother Matthew, a channel member, moderator, dropping by, says, yo, hello there, Matthew. Hope seeing you later today. Thank you so much there for joining here. And then Robbie says B, so solid B. And again, if you're watching in the live chat, you can contribute here to the grade. If you've seen the movie, you can put in your grade there. We have Mr. Chris Chong dropping by. What up, movie bitches? So thank you so much, Mr. Chris. Haven't seen you in the live chat, Chris. It's been a while. It's been a while. So thank you for returning, coming back here. Brick says AI is an S for me. Yeah, so there you go. I know that was a fantasy figure, actually a 2-pack fantasy figure pick on Figure Sock from Mr. Brick. So he says S for Brick Artemis. Alice saying mother's watching, by the way. All right, I feel like I'm being like I don't know, spied on or something. It's like he's watching. Thanks so much there, Alice. Let me see here. And Chanel, that's my mom's cat, who's kind of crazy. We have Viking Collectibles dropping by. Yo, what's up, guys? Hello, Mr. Viking Collectibles. Thank you so much for joining. I think you were here in the last Spielberg tier list, so thank you so much for coming back. And I know he's going to be on your show, Jose, right? On the 1/6 celebration.
Yep.
So yeah,
that is correct. He's getting his slides ready as we speak. I hope he's trying to win Jim over. I heard something about he's taking, he's giving him something on the side, Gio. I think he's learning from you in terms of getting the judges on their side. Yeah,
that's how you be. That's how you be a judge. So that's how you do it. Take the highest bidder and you're good. So that should be very exciting. I'm very excited to see that. It's very early over here, but you guys are doing it 6 a.m. right? Was it?
Yeah, that's correct. It's a 6 a.m. show, which is really, really early. We got to blame Marco for that. But it is what it is. We're gonna have fun, and it's good because we get to have Jim and Vita and Viking joining us, so it's going to be a good show. So, and then obviously Robert he's East Coast or Mid Central America.
He's 2 hours ahead, I think.
Yeah.
Kansas,
So
Kansas.
it's Kansas. So he's not too early for him. I asked him and I was like, if you don't want to do it, it's fine. And he was like, it's 8 o'clock. It's fine. I was like, okay, cool.
All right, so there you go.
There it is.
So Viking Collectibles will be there on that show next week. So
that's correct.
Let's see. Chris Chong says, Alex, recently saw your story of being cancer-free for, I believe, 3 years. Congrats, sir. Oh, yeah, they saw that too, Alex.
Thank you. Yes.
So congrats.
Yes.
Congrats,
man.
Definitely. Alice saying Chanel is nowhere to be seen. All right, so she's nowhere ready to attack you anywhere. Jim says, yeah, doing okay, thanks, mate. Hope you're good and prepped for that pitch. Yeah,
you gotta be prepped. Be prepped, man.
And then I know Jose told me that he was gonna leak some of the pitches here today, so I'm ready.
I am.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Alice says, also, mother or my mom is in awe of everyone's figures.
Ooh, yeah. Take
a look. Yes, yeah. I mean, she's been in my room. I guess she wasn't that impressed, but
no.
But there you go. Miss Vita dropping by. Good evening / morning / afternoon, wherever you are. Exactly, Vita. You know exactly what you're doing there. Thank you so much, Miss Vita. for joining us here today. All right, so let's see. So we got some of those grades. Okay, so we're gonna have to. I think it's gonna stay like at a B level for AI. And so not the AI that Jose likes for his the mock-ups and stuff, but so this is gonna be a B. So let me move that up there here. All right, is the picture better? Because I removed it. Is it still better? Can you see it better, or is it still blurry?
It's still the same.
It's still blurry.
You
Yeah,
can tell what
Still
it
the
is.
same, yeah.
yeah, we can tell.
Okay.
We'll live.
All right, everybody don't know why it's doing that, but all right. So yeah, we'll move it. Okay, you could stay there. All right. So within the B tier list. So I don't think these other grades are from the other movies are higher than AI. Am I right here? Should Amistad be behind AI, or should it be where it's at right now, which is at the very end of the B tier list?
I would have AI over Amistad. I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
How about you, Alex?
I don't mind. Like, I think it's just a B for me. Like, it's okay.
Okay. All right. How about Ready Player One? Actually, a lot of you guys surprised me how much you...
Oh, it's better than Ready Player One.
Yeah, totally better than that.
I agree with that as well.
100 times better.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was so shocked about that, by the way, because I really love Ready Player One, so it's kind of like, what the hell? All right, so to go ahead, how about Duel?
But the book is better, so yeah, it's like the
book's not better.
Yeah,
and the ending to Ready Player One is not good. I just thought it was.
Yeah, with Simon Pegg and all that stuff.
It was like it was like an end of a Scooby-Doo episode.
Oh, that's right. You did mention that last time. I started reading the Ready Player 2 book, and it sucked. I stopped reading it. I read I read the first 100 pages. I was like, what the hell is going on in this? I was like, no, this is what there's no story here. You're just making some shit up right now to just try to get some more whatever. But how about Duel? Should AI be ahead of Duel?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we'll keep it in between. So Duel will be ahead, then we have AI, and then we'll have Ready Player One and Amistad. All right. All right, moving on to the next one here. Let's see. Viking Collectible says, all good here, Jim. Thanks. Pitch is ready to go. See, it's ready to go.
There it is.
Ready to be leaked here today on the Met Report.
Oh, gosh.
More crap than I was.
There you go. Okay, so let's do the next one here, guys. The next one is, let's drop Empire of the Sun. Jumping down the middle. This is when Christian Bale was like a little kid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with Mr. 1 out of 12.
I love this movie. Saw this in the theaters. This is it's amazing to me. This is Christian Bale. I mean, just how we most know him now from American Psycho and the Nolan trilogy. But he was fantastic in it. John Malkovich, very good. Another amazing John Williams soundtrack in this film. Great story of survival and the ordeal that the main character Jim goes through and surviving the prison camp. It also, it could have easily just have had the Japanese as the evil bad guys, but they tried to humanize even some of the more, I don't want to say sadistic, but stronger bad guys, tried to humanize them a bit. And of course the younger pilot who Jim befriends, I thought that was a great storyline. And that he didn't want to be a kamikaze pilot. I really like this movie a lot. For me, this is an A.
Okay, an A from Adam. All right, got that. Alex.
For me, it's an A2. Oh, sorry, my voice, my boss. For me, it's an A2. Like, I love this movie. I think it's a very smart idea to make a movie of war through the eyes of a child. It's very different. I can't really remember many movies like that. There's a Russian movie called Come and See, which is about a kid during World War II, but it's very different. Like this is a hopeful movie. Like most of Spielberg films, the other one is a very dark movie. This one shows you like how he keeps his innocence even in the darkest times, and it's a very nice movie. I love it.
Okay, got an A for Mr. Alex. Mr. Jim.
I'll be quick. This is one of the ones I haven't seen, so I can't vote on this one, unfortunately.
Okay. Jose, have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna go and I have seen it. I was much younger when I saw it. I don't remember loving it. Actually, I don't remember quite a bit of it actually. So I'll still vote on. I'll say like a B- for Empire of the Sun. I just remember later on there was like, oh, it's Christian Bale. He was in Dark Knight and all that stuff like later on. But I'll grade it as a B-. But I'll take your grade now, Jose.
Yeah, I mean, I think I kind of echo what everyone else has said, specifically about humanizing kind of both sides. I've always liked stories that kind of show both perspectives. So I always found that really interesting, and I thought Christian Bale was really good in the movie. I remember watching it I think I've only seen it once. I think it was for school, but I do remember liking it. I mean, it's one of those things where, another World War II film by Spielberg, but I think this one makes sense. And again, watching it from the perspective of a child and things like that. So I don't know if I'd go as high as A. I remember liking it. I don't remember loving it. So I think I'd go B+. So
Okay,
I think that'd be me. Mm-hmm.
I think that's where I saw the movie. I think it was at school.
Okay.
And you already kind of like distracted with other things. So
yeah.
So you said a B+, Jose?
That's correct. Yeah.
All right, B+. All right. I don't think anyone has seen it, at least in the live chat. I don't see any grades there. So I'll leave it open for now. I am going to close the AI, artificial intelligence poll. So that one is closed. All right. So let's move on to the next one here. Let's drop in, let's see. Oh, I haven't seen this. What is this called? Tintin? There's another.
The Secret of the Unicorn or something like that.
Okay, there you go. I think Peter Jackson was involved in this too, wasn't he? So, Tintin. So, I'll start with you, Alex.
It's so, I don't know, man. Like, it's a fun movie, but I have no connection with the character. Like, it was very odd for me to watch an animated movie by Spielberg, but it was very interesting to watch all the behind the scenes and how they got all the shots done. And like, I don't know, like I think it's one of those movies that I focus more on the technical side, just how they achieve everything. Like, Peter Jackson and Spielberg were obsessed with technology and were trying to improve a ton of things to make motion capture work better in that film. So, but in terms of story, like, I mean, I think there's a reason why they didn't make 2 or 3, so which was the original plan. I would say C for me.
C, okay. Yeah. All right, well, C from Mr. Alex. All right. I think that came out in 2011. I think that year was very weak with movies, and this didn't look good to me. Even though Spielberg was involved, Peter Jackson was involved. I mean, Jackson didn't direct any of it, right? From remember. And were they thinking of doing like a whole like franchise?
It was going to be a trilogy. It was going to be a trilogy.
Right.
He was gonna Peter Jackson was going to direct the second one, and I think they were going to co-direct the third one.
Oh, that's what it was.
The plan.
That's what it was. Yeah. Okay.
Never happened.
So I never watched it. I still had like no interest in watching it, and now I'm seeing these grades, so I don't know. But Jim, have you seen it?
I have. I've seen it once. I remember growing up, I used to like, because Tintin's, I think it's a French property. So I remember reading the comic books and stuff when I was younger. My dad was a French teacher, so he was quite eager for me to like be interested in it. So I used to enjoy that. And I believe there was a cartoon back then as well. So I did watch this. but I can remember next to nothing about it, which I think kind of shows you they didn't leave a lasting impression. So yeah, I can't remember too much, so I'd probably have to rate it a C or a D. I remember thinking it was okay, but I think I didn't really think about it much after that, and I wasn't even aware it was meant to be a trilogy. But yeah, I'd probably put it around a C. It wasn't terrible. I don't remember hating it, but yeah.
It is one of those movies that I just forget that it was a Spielberg movie.
Animation was nice.
Yeah, the animation looked good from the trailers, the clips that I've seen. Mr. Jose, have you seen Tintin?
No, you'll have to see me on this. I was unaware about this movie. I didn't know it was Spielberg. I thought it was Peter Jackson or whatever.
Oh, okay. So you haven't seen it. Okay. Mr. 1M12.
We're kind of all in sync so far. Yeah, I remember seeing this. I think this was one of the first films Emily saw in a theater, and I really have very little memory of the film, which is for a Spielberg film kind of unusual. My greatest memory is of going to Toys R Us and looking for the stuffed Tintin dog to get Emily. That's my biggest memory. That's my takeaway from the film.
Okay.
C for me.
So you give it a C. All right. Okay. I'm trying to see if this might be the lowest. Well, actually, probably not the lowest graded one. All right. So Jose. Okay, so you haven't seen it. Robbie says it's a D. All right. So I already put that in there. All right. Okay, and then we have Mr. Feel the Burn, a channel member, say, well, hello, kids. Hello there, Mr. Robert. Thank you for joining us here today. Let's see. Okay, so there's no grades from the chat except Robbie's grade there. All right, so we'll keep that open for now, but it looks pretty low. So
I just want to add one quick thing. There's a couple, C's. There's a couple D's in there. I think you got to remember, if for those you remember back to college, we talked about the bell curve. These grades are based on comparative of his work. Now, in my view, his C's and D's are A's compared to many other directors' works.
Totally.
So we're talking on a bell curve here, based on his. He's competing against Spielberg's other films, but for some other directors, these C's and D's, they're better than half the stuff that's out there. I just want to say that, in my view.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah. So where would the Flash be in that, Adam?
Z minus.
It's a Z minus. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Okay, looks like we're caught up in the live chat. All right, so we'll keep that open for now. It might end up being kind of low, maybe like around a C minus around there for Tintin. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. Let's see. Let's do The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Dropping that in the middle. Let's start with Mr. Jose.
The Lost World, right?
Yes.
Oh gosh, why you gotta go to me first on this one? I mean, it's very hard with the Jurassic Park sequels to kind of, accurately describe them in a way that, they're always going to be lesser than the original. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's tough. I mean, I thought The Lost World had some interesting ideas and some interesting scenes. But I don't remember liking it, man. So I'm gonna go C. But I mean, it is what it is.
You didn't like that San Diego scene with the T-Rex?
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's certain things, but it was okay, whatever. So yeah,
little 76 ball rolling around. All right, you said a C, right?
Mm-hmm.
A C. All right, C. All right, Mr. Jim, Lost World.
Hello. I'm gonna go A. I liked Lost World. I thought it was really good. It's definitely not the original. I mean, the original Jurassic Park is quite groundbreaking in many ways. But I really liked this film. I thought it took, it built upon the original. I actually really enjoyed the bit in, was it San Diego? I really liked all of those scenes. I thought they were some of my favorite. They definitely stand out. It's a good humor in the movie throughout. It's not as, some of the pacing's a little bit off on this one, I'll admit, but for a film, it keeps me hooked, keeps me gripped. And I have absolutely fantastic memories of watching it. And also, I still think, in terms of CGI animatronics, it holds up really well, just like the first film does as well. So I think there's a lot to be said about that. And it was definitely ambitious. So yeah, and I expanded upon the first film quite well, I think, and they still use a lot of that in the newer films now. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I put it in an A. Definitely a good film.
I got an A from Mr. Jim. I watched this when it came out in the theater, so I was younger, obviously, but I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. The whole family went. My parents went. My sister went, which is not something that we really wouldn't go to that many movies like as a family. Just a few and stuff, but that was one of them. So I thought that was a lot of fun, and there was this one scene that I thought was hilarious, maybe because I was younger, I don't know, but there's a scene when they're looking for Sarah, which is what's the actress's name? Julianne Moore, right? So they're looking for Sarah, and then they're like, Sarah, and then they're like screaming out, and then the other guy's like, Sarah Harding, and then Jeff Goldblum's character, he was like, how many Sarahs do you think this?
You had to be more specific, man.
Right?
Yeah, one of the Stegosauruses might have been confused. I was talking about them.
Right. So I thought that was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. All right, Mr. Alex.
And this was one of the first disappointments that I had in my life. It was like it's the second best Jurassic Park movie, but at least for me, it's not a good movie. Like, it's a Jeff Goldblum. I love the guy, but I don't think he has like a lead action adventure movie material. Like, he's not that. Like, he's a great secondary character. Like, he's a great supportive character, but it was odd, man. In this movie, like, I just don't believe him, and it doesn't feel like, I don't know. I just couldn't connect with him, and even when I watched it as an older guy, like, I don't feel it. And I think that it was just like after that, when everything went downhill, the only thing that I really appreciate about that movie is that they were still really focused on using animatronics. The VFX were great. They had some really awesome action sequences, like that scene when the trailer is falling down the cliff.
That's the best scene. I love
pretty
that
cool.
scene.
That was pretty cool. Like, it's a little long, but it was a cool thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was. It has its moments, but I don't know. Like, it feels like the typical Hollywood sequel, which really doesn't have anything new to offer. It's just like, it's bigger and more intense. And that's it. And yeah, I don't know. I think like it's a C for me.
A C, okay.
But I still appreciate it. It's like Adam was saying, like a C from Spielberg it's still amazing.
Alex, you didn't like the Dr. Malcolm's daughter, that she used her gymnastic skills.
Oh, that was fantastic. That was pure cinema. That was pure cinema. Impalate the Velociraptor. Yeah, that was pure cinema.
I was a gymnast growing up, so I might have resonated with that.
Oh, there you go.
I definitely fantasized about doing a giant on the high bar and kicking the Velociraptor a few times.
Be a gymnast.
I totally see Jim doing that. I totally see Jim doing that, taking out a raptor. Using his skills. Yeah, there you go. Mr. Adam.
I think Alex and I did a Vulcan mind meld before this stream began, because I couldn't have said it better than Alex just said. Yeah, it was a disappointment for me as well. I wanted more, and I agree with Alex. I love Jeff Goldblum, but I don't think he carried this film. Some films, he was in The Fly. There are some films he can carry as a leading man. I don't want to say he can't be a leading man, but this film, I don't think he was as strong as a leading man. He was better as a supporting actor in this series of films. I would give it a C, but when you compare this film as a Jurassic sequel to the last 3 Jurassic World films, not the first Jurassic World I actually rather enjoyed, but the last 3 Jurassic World films, this is like an S tier compared to that schlock. But I think I give this a, I don't know, C+. All
right, C+.
I do enjoy the San Diego scenes, so it's not all bad. It just was it was more of a disappointment, and I haven't seen it since it came out.
I do remember being disappointed that it wasn't Sam
Neill.
Yeah. Yeah, I was disappointed that he wasn't going to be in the movie, and it was Dr. Malcolm initially, but I actually did enjoy this movie.
What's the name of the third one? I always forget the third one.
Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, just Jurassic Park.
It's just Park 3. But he's in that one, right? He's in that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in that. Let's see. So if you're watching now you're in the live chat, you can also put your grade there, guys, if you want to rank some of these. And then if you haven't graded yet, I still have. I'm going to close Empire of the Sun, so that one's closed. Tintin is still open, so you want to put in your grade there. So I think The Lost World will be like a C+. That's how I'll put it in there for now. So let's see where we at here. So C+. Should it be ahead of Terminal?
Yes.
Okay.
I like the Terminal, so I would say no, but whatever.
Just shows it. No, joking.
Okay. I mean, I would say The Lost World will be ahead of Terminal, but I'll leave it there as a C+ ahead of Terminal there.
That's cool. I don't care.
All right. Okay, so let's see. Viking Collectible says Tintin is Tintin B. Love that film. Okay, so we got a B for Tintin.
Wow, Tintin. Getting some love from Viking.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, maybe that's the pitch. Let's see. I'm trying to get some info from you guys.
That's why you watch the episode. This time you'll have to be watching this one, and this one you're gonna have to find out just like everyone else. No behind the scenes.
Okay, all right. Gonna have to do an Inception type of thing.
I almost gave you some stuff, like some info on Feel the Burns one, because I thought the stuff we did was pretty cool. So I almost gave you some. I was gonna show it to you, but I was like, nah. I kind of want him to find out on the show. So
all right.
Yeah, only me and Robert have seen those. So
all right. All right. So we'll leave this open for The Lost World. I'm very surprised, just like Ready Player One, how low the grades were for The Lost World. But because I would give it like an A, but that's just me.
Whoa.
Jim too. Me and Jim, we're good with that one. So there you go. All right, so let's do the next one here, guys.
Where did that Lost World go then? Where are you putting it?
For right now, it's a C+. C+.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's C+. I'll wait for some other votes here. Let me see. We did. Let's do the
I couldn't.
Third Indiana Jones.
I couldn't tell where. I'm like, where's the poster? I was like, it's a little blurry, but there it is.
Oh yeah, it's right there in the front.
That one, yeah. Okay.
Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, right? The Last Crusade.
It's The Last Crusade. Yeah, the one with his daddy.
Yes, exactly. So speaking of that, Jose, what's your?
Ooh, I like this one, man. I actually really like it. I like how the element of his father, and you find out his real name. You know what I mean? Which is I won't tell you guys if you're fake fans. You actually know it.
Junior.
So yeah, and then you find out how he got his name Indiana, which is very similar to the real life situation. But anyways, I actually really enjoyed this one, man. I just rewatched it recently, and I just felt like, man, I was like, maybe they shouldn't have done those sequels, man. They should have just left it there. You know what I mean? The way that this movie ends is just perfect. You know what I mean? Just let it be, man. You know, we didn't need to see old Indy all sad and depressed that his son died and his wife left him, and you know what I mean? What are you thinking, James Mangold? You made Logan. What are you doing? But anyway,
I guess you haven't seen Logan, Jose, because that's pretty sad too.
I know, but that's true, huh? He kind of just copied. Why do you repeat and recycle there, James Logan? Do something else. I mean,
it's like every mutant is dead.
Oh gosh.
The character has a real arc in that movie.
I think the big crime
evolution.
Yeah, the big crime in that movie is well, there's two. I think you said it. I think they should have recast Mutt, his son. Obviously, they because of Shia LaBeouf, his issues, and he trash talked Spielberg and all that. They were never going to get him to come back. Just recast him. But putting Fleabag in there was terrible. I got no problem with her as Fleabag, and she's a talented writer, but she was not right for Indiana Jones.
And then they didn't even make sense. They're like, oh yeah, she's like my niece's daughter or blah blah blah,
goddaughter or something,
or something like that. It was like, what the? Like, who is she? Why is she important? Like,
from a character we've never met before. Like, maybe if it was Marcus's daughter, I thought that would have made sense because we have a connection to Marcus Brody, but they didn't make it Marcus Brody. They made it the daughter of some guy we've never met before.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, we're not talking about that movie, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, man, I really like this one. I think I would put it not quite S, but I'd go A, man. I'd go A here.
Okay, got an A from Mr. Jose.
High A, like high.
Like like A plus. A plus.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I go there.
Mr. Alex.
I love this movie. I mean, it's an S tier for me. It's an S tier for me, but for me, the Indiana Jones movies, like they come like Raiders, the greatest, then Temple of Doom, then Last Crusade, and everything after that is just shit. But
like most big
Last Crusade, like did so many great things, but I'm not gonna just go and say that it's perfect because it is not. I feel that it tried to dwell too much on comedy. And it played dirty. Marcus Brody wasn't a stupid, like slapstick dumb guy. He was a very smart guy in the first movie. And even when he has great scenes in this one, and it's hilarious when Indiana says that Marcus Brody has 3 days advantage on them and that he can blend in with any culture and blah 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 blah, blah, and then he's completely lost and doesn't know how to get around Cairo. It's funny, but it's like those little things. I feel that they're a little too much for me, and those are the little things that I don't love about this movie. But I feel that the Indiana Jones relationship with his dad is pretty nice. The story is great. I love the whole idea of the Grail and how they like. I love what I love the most about all of Indiana Jones movies is that it's really not about the treasure at the end. It's about like a learning process from the character and how he. I don't know. In this one, he learns to appreciate his dad more, and I love this movie. Yeah, it's just an S tier. You know that I can keep talking about Indiana Jones.
All right. All right. Thank you so much to Mr. Alex. Viking Collectible says S tier for Last Crusade. Mr. Jim.
Yeah, I'd put this S tier as well. We have the other two Indiana Jones films up there, don't we? I think in S tier.
We have one left.
Okay.
At least that we haven't, to present. But the first two were.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd put this S tier. This is my favorite of the three. I really enjoyed this film, and also it was my film introduction to Sean Connery as well. It's the first film I saw with him in it, so it kind of holds that place. Sean Connery. Fantastic actor. And I liked a lot about this. I'd like to find out a bit more about his Indiana Jones's origin. Yeah, it was a good film, and like everyone else has said, just like his relationship with his dad and their on-screen chemistry is quite nice. So I'd put this S tier. This is definitely my favorite of the Indiana Jones trilogy.
Okay. So we got an S from Mr. Jim. All right. So let me see. Adam.
I love Last Crusade. I mean, the original Indiana Jones trilogy. I love all three of them. From the relationship between Indy and his dad, and Sean Connery was born to play this role. I think it's no secret that Spielberg wanted to do a James Bond movie, but they ended up, creating with George Lucas this Indiana Jones character, and I think it was inspired casting, even though he was only like 12 or 13 years older, I guess, than Harrison Ford, Sean Connery. It still was, great casting to have him play the dad. And from the beginning of the film with River Phoenix as a young Indiana Jones, I love that intro scene, to the end of the film where, as you guys said, I mean, that should have been the ending where they the four of them ride off into the sunset. So many great, I love the Grail Knight where he's like, he chose poorly. Just a lot of great lines in the film. Even a lot, nowadays you see a lot of in particularly IP films, Easter eggs and callbacks, fan service. They had one little Easter egg, and I thought it was appropriate, where you see a painting of the Ark of the Covenant, and Indy says to the she's really a Nazi, Elsa, that's the Ark of the Covenant, and she goes, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Pretty sure." And I thought that was just an amusing callback to Raiders. I love this movie. S tier for me.
Okay, got an S from Mr. Adam. All right. Let me move some of these here. Okay, so Empire of the Sun, I'm going to close that. Tintin is closed as well. So
I'm getting my replica of the Grail next week. I'm excited.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I want to see that.
And some Garda Stones too.
Let's see here. So, Empire of the Sun, should it be ahead of... Wait, hold on. Yeah, should it be ahead of Ready Player One or behind it?
I think ahead. But you guys decide.
Should it be ahead of AI? Empire of the Sun.
Yes, I think so.
For me, yes.
Okay, how about the first Spielberg film, Duel?
No.
Okay. All right. So then we do Tintin. So Tintin, pretty low grades, except let's see, Viking said it's a B. Let's see. It's gonna be a C minus. Should it be behind the BFG or ahead of it?
Yeah, I think it's better than the BFG.
How about the Sugarland Express?
No. That's a good spot.
Yeah.
That's good there. Good there? Okay. All right. So we got that. All right. Here we go. Okay. So we have Lost World and The Last Crusade is still open. So let's do another one here. All right. So let's go back here.
So you have Last Crusade, you have it in a B?
No, I haven't graded yet. No, I just dropped that in the middle. I haven't finished with the grading of that one.
And that's definitely S tier. That's it.
Yeah, it's not going to stay as a B unless we get a bunch of Fs in the next 10 minutes or so. But
if they do that, they are dumb.
Wow. Okay. Let's drop in an F right now. The Post. Dropping that in the middle. That's the name of the movie, right? The Post.
Yeah.
Okay, I was doubting myself there for a minute. All right, let's start with. Who should we start with first? Let's see. Someone who looks like he wants to start first. Jose's already nodding his head. Adam.
A solid drama. I thought it was, in terms of one of Spielberg's late career films, this is one of his weaker ones. about the publishing, the Washington Post publishing the Pentagon Papers. I would give it a B-.
It's regarding the Watergate scandal, right?
Well, it was adjacent to it. The Pentagon Papers were a long series of Defense Department studies that, among other things, showed that the war in Vietnam was unwinnable, that the Pentagon tried to hide that from the American public, and the Washington Post started to release it, but there is kind of tied in with Watergate because that was some of the things that were involved with the cover up. Yeah, tangentially, it led to that.
Yeah, I've seen that
with the plumbers and all that. Yep.
It's been a while, but it was like that's the one. That's the main thing that I pulled out of that movie. But Mr. S Beam, the channel member, dropping by. Hello all. Thank you so much, Mr. S Beam, for joining. As always, great supporter, a channel member, and Figures Talk champion as well. So there you go. Thank you so much, Mr. Beam. Mr. Jim, have you seen The Post?
I have not seen this one. I did not realize this was a Spielberg film. But either way, no, I have not seen it.
Okay. I'll probably do the same grade as you, Adam. B-. I thought it was a solid movie, great performances, but it's not a movie that I would want to rewatch. I've only saw it that one time when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I do remember, I remember that they were officially starting production of the movie like early in the year, and it was already good to go by the end of the year, and they had like an Oscar campaign and all this other stuff. It was like very quick that they finished that film. Yeah, solid movie. Never will rewatch it again, but I'll agree that since Jim hasn't seen it. Mr. Jose, have you seen The Post?
I remember watching it once, maybe on streaming or something. I don't know if it was on Netflix at one point. I don't remember. It's kind of forgettable, man. I can barely remember it, to be honest. For that reason, I'm gonna go on the average, man. I'm gonna go C on this one.
All right, C from Jose, and then Mr. Alex.
I've only seen it once. It's one of those forgettable Spielberg movies. It's a very well-made film, but I mean, like you guys, I would never watch it again. Like okay, I watched it and move on. It's a B for me.
All right, solid B. All right, and that's with Tom Hanks was in that too, right? And
Meryl Streep. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to make this movie also for years.
Oh, okay. All right, so we'll leave that open for now. I'm gonna go on to the next one here. So let's see where we're at. Let's do War Horse. Dropping that in the middle. Let's start with Adam.
I'd give this a B-. This is, to me, is based on a stage play, and it felt very stage play-esque. I was kind of bored with it. Well made again. B- for me.
Okay. Alex, War Horse?
That's a C- for me. I don't like this movie. I think it was really boring, really long, and yeah, like I couldn't care less about that movie. I was really excited for it. Like I thought it had potential, but it just didn't do anything for me. I just remember a really cool scene of the horse running through the trenches, and
that's the one that
looked pretty cool. It looked really cool. It looked really, really cool. Like the cinematography was beautiful. That's all I can remember, and the score, because John Williams once again did a fantastic job. But it's not a memorable movie for me. It's just there. It's like Oscar bait. It's like I don't know. Not a fan. He wasted an opportunity to make another great movie with this one.
I know I watched it. I do remember kind of liking it, but I couldn't tell you any details about it. Just that Spielberg was the director, and there's this guy who at one point I thought was Matt Damon, but it wasn't. It's not him. So and then there's the horse, and then
I
that
think
sequence that you're
Benedict
talking about.
Cumberbatch is in it.
He is, yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even remember that. And like I said, I've seen it. So you said, what was it again, Alex? C minus.
C minus.
C minus. Okay. Mr. Jim?
Yeah, I remember seeing this in the cinema, and a bit like what you guys have said so far, like as a visual spectacle, it was good. Nice looking film, some really great cinematography throughout, but I don't remember much else about this film other than it was a bit boring at times, I think. Some nice moments, but yeah, I reckon this could easily be a C for me.
Okay. C, and then Mr. Jose plus.
Yeah, that's another one that I don't even barely remember, to be honest. I mean, I know Benedict was in it. So I forgettable C.
All right, C from Jose. All right, so let's see here. Let me grade some of the other ones. I'm going to close The Lost World. Oh no, I already graded that one. So already closed The Lost World. Last Crusade. Last Crusade is going to be... Yeah, it'll be an S. Is it ahead or behind E.T.?
Ahead for me.
Ahead?
Yeah, I'd put it ahead.
I
Yes?
would, for me, I would say behind ET.
Jose?
Me too. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
But,
say that.
that's fine.
I'll say behind. I'll say behind ET as well. So I'll factor that in there to make a decision. So there you go.
Okay.
So behind ET. All right. So now let's go to the posts. The post is going to be like a C plus. Let's see. So should it be ahead or behind The Lost World?
Behind.
How about The Terminal?
Yeah.
Sugarland Express?
Yeah, behind it.
Behind it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we'll keep it there. Okay, so that was that. All right, we'll keep War Horse open for a bit. Okay, so let me do one of these box office number right here. So here we go, guys. Here's another one here. You guys can see it, right? Okay, so this is Minority Report. The worldwide box office can't go over. Has to be within $50 million. So again, this is the box office numbers right game. Minority Report came out in 2002. Tom Cruise, directed by Steven Spielberg. Colin Farrell's in this as representative of the Attorney General at the time, pre-crime, and all this other stuff in this film here. So what was the box office for this movie here?
Minority Report.
Minority Report. Worldwide numbers.
Worldwide?
Yep.
Wait, maybe I'll put myself on mute.
All right, let's start with Alex. I think Jose is ready. So, Mr.
600.
Alex. What is it?
Yeah, 600.
600. All right, 600. Yep. All right, let's go to Mr. Jim, if he's ready. Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Jim says 580. All right.
Yeah.
580. Okay, let's go to Mr. 1 out of 12. Adam says 700. Okay. And then last, Mr. Jose plus And he says 380. All right.
I don't remember it popping off, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
All right. Let's see. 358. So you are within the range there.
Oh, all right. Cool.
So you got it.
I thought this movie was more popular.
What was that, Alex?
I thought this movie was way popular.
I thought I thought the box office number would be higher.
Yeah, just because of Tom Cruise. I thought it was like
That's what I was catching it on.
Yeah. So Jose won this one here. So there you go.
One.
All right, let's go back to the tier list. And speaking of Minority Report, so where should Minority Report be there? Hold on a sec, guys. Here we go. Let's start with Jose.
Minority Report. So I kind of like this movie, man. But I've always, even like the old school '80s films that like have like these cops that like I'm a big fan of Jean-Claude Van Damme's Time Cop, which is essentially not a great movie, but it's interesting with the idea of like the future and preventing things from happening, and the concept of this movie is really interesting. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I quite enjoy it. I don't know. I'd say B+ A- for me personally, because I quite enjoy the movie.
So you think B+ or
I say B+ for now, but I won't be opposed to an A-. So.
Oh, okay. So if we need to move it or just that you'll
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, of course.
B+ from Mr. Jose. All right, Mr. Jim.
Yeah, I don't remember loving this film. I don't think I've actually rewatched it for a long time. So I'm gonna put this in the B category. I know in my head I used to always get this confused with Mission Impossible, even though it's very different. But it's probably just because it's Tom Cruise doing more action. But yeah, I'd put this in the B. I don't remember masses about it, but I remember not loving it and not feeling the need to rewatch it much. So I think probably a B is about place.
Okay. Alex?
Good. When this movie came out, I thought it was incredibly smart and revolutionary, and I thought it was like the most interesting thing in the world. I was obsessed with sci-fi. I thought it was like, oh my god, yes, cops, and they can, oh wow, they have a pool with people and they can guess the future. I thought it was incredible. And then I watched it a few years later, and I'm like, yeah, it's a predictable movie. Like you can see the ending coming miles away. But it's a fun movie, and I think that's what it's supposed to do. It's not like a mind-bending movie that's supposed to change your life. It's just entertaining. It's B-. B-.
All right, B-.
And the cinematography was pretty cool. Okay.
Oh yes. That's what I was gonna say right now. Actually, cinematography. I just like the way the look of this movie
style a few years later, but that bleach bypass, that silver retain style that they were using on those movies was pretty interesting.
Mr. Adam.
Yeah, I enjoyed this movie when it came out. I believe I recall hearing that Steve Jobs and the designers at Apple, they saw this movie and they're like, let's try to create interfaces that are similar to this. And some of the things that Apple's used, that this movie inspired the technology. So to me, it's always interesting when sci-fi inspires real world technology in the future. Okay. I thought the ending was, sometimes Spielberg doesn't always stick the landing the way I like in certain films, and I thought the ending to this kind of reminded me a bit of Ready Player One. It was a very thought-provoking film about crime and individual liberties versus the need for public safety. And then it kind of gets into almost like, again, it's like a Scooby-Doo type ending. But I thought acting was very good. Max von Sydow, liked him in the role. Tom Cruise. Yeah, I'd give this a B+.
B+. All right. I don't have any grades from the chat. And remember, guys, if you're watching this now, if you want to contribute to the grades to these movies, just drop in a grade here in the live chat. All right. So we'll leave that open for now. So let's do the next one here. Let's see here. All right. So we have a few left here. So let's do Munich. 2005. Adam.
This is a very good film. Great cast: Eric Bana, Daniel Craig, and a look at responding to terrorism and what PTSD and how far you go to fight for justice, and how far are you willing to take something and use the tools of your enemy sometimes to do that. Excellent movie. I give this an A-.
All right, so that's Munich, A- from Mr. Adam. Alex?
That's an A+ for me. That movie, when I watched it the first time, I was young. I was like, I think 2005. I think I was 17. And I didn't get it. Like, I liked it, but I didn't understand, really got the message behind it and how powerful it was. Like what Adam is saying, the power of using your enemy's tools and all this stuff. But in filmmaking perspective, that movie is great. Like, it's so well done. That scene where they're planting the bomb telephone, the way that scene is edited, the way it's shot, like everything about it, like you can see how Spielberg is so meticulous about everything and how he plans absolutely everything when he's doing a movie. And I don't know, the casting is great. Like Eric Bana is not a character, an actor that I really respect, but here, like, he's so good, and you even feel bad for the guy that he really didn't have a good career after that. Like, he shows so much potential, and seeing Daniel Craig is in this movie, the ending with Twin Towers, like all this stuff, like all those little hints of things that would happen in the future. It's such a powerful film. Like, I think it's really underrated. A lot of people don't go back and watch it and say, like, okay, Munich it's actually one of his great films. And yeah, for me, it's an A+. Yeah.
So A+. Okay, A+ for Mr. Alex. All right, Mr. Jim.
Alex has convinced me to bring my A- up to an A+.
Nice.
Yeah, thinking about it. Yeah, those are some good points.
All right, that up there, A+. Did I say Jim? Jim.
Yes, you did. I'm definitely one of those people Alex has just mentioned, because I watched this film a while ago, and I can tell you next to nothing about it. It definitely didn't stick with me. But I think between Adam and Alex there, they sold it so well that I'm gonna have to give this a rewatch, because I'm quite interested now. I don't know, maybe I would have also been younger, so maybe it didn't resonate with me as much back then as it would do now. So I'd be more interested to watch it again. So I think this is one of these films that I've seen, but definitely is due a rewatch on my part. As such, in terms of a grade, for me, I'd have to put it in a B, just because I have seen it. I don't remember much about it, so I think that's probably a good place for me. But maybe after a rewatch, that'll be different. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna check this one out again.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Jim. And then Jose Plus.
So this is one that I missed. So I have not seen this one. So now you guys have sold me on it, though. I am definitely going to watch it.
Watch it.
I'm going to give it a B. Just like kind of what Jim said. I remember watching it when it first came out. I wasn't blown away with it, but there was some cool stuff that I saw that I was like, oh, maybe I need to rewatch it. But I actually never did. But maybe I should. So maybe I should rewatch it. I remember the performances were great. It was another one of those Oscar heavy campaign films. I think it got nominated for Best Picture, I believe. But yeah, I'll say it's a B, solid B for Munich. Let's see. Okay, so let's move on to the next one here, guys. And what do we got here? All right, so let's just go and do this one, the one that Jose was waiting for, West Side Story. So let's start with Jose.
I think you're muted there, Jose.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
There we go.
Okay, cool. Man, I don't even know where to start with. Honestly, man. So I had to watch the original for school. And we watched it in class. So, that was hard enough. But we watched all of it. Those those seats were the uncomfortable seats and stuff in the classroom, and that was a hard watch. So I was kind of dreading watching this one. But I have a friend of mine who he totally vouches for this film. He's kind of like, yo man, West Side Story, the Steven Spielberg changed my life, and and all that. And I was like, wow, yeah. And when the show you invited me to be on, I was like, man, he keeps saying how good it is, and maybe it'll be different, maybe it'll be a different experience. I know the first one didn't really hit it for me. And again, also disclaimer, I'm not a huge musical. I mean, I do like musicals to a certain extent, but I don't really go out looking for them. You know what I mean? Here and there, there's a couple of them that I do like and enjoy, but musicals for the most part don't work for me. So anyways, long story short, I put it on and it took me about a week or so to watch it. It was just, I'd watch maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then I just couldn't. And then I was like, nah, I didn't want to watch it distracted either, because I feel like that doesn't really give it justice, pulling out your phone, things like that. Right. So I was like, as soon as I started feeling kind of impatient about it, I was like, let me pause it, I'll come back to it later. So like I said, it took me about a week or so to watch it, but I wanted to watch it before the show because I wanted to have it, just in case you brought it up, I could give it an accurate score. So anyways, I'm gonna go low, I'm gonna go D on this one.
Wow.
I just find it really no purpose, you know what I mean? I just I understand Spielberg had a fascination with the original and thus wanted to do his own take on it, but I just don't really see the purpose to it, man. There's a couple of fine performances of Adriana DeBose or whatever's is good in it. I mean, she slaps Rachel Zegler pretty hard there, but and Rachel and Ansel are good, solid, but I don't see the purpose of the movie. Honestly, I just don't care. You know what I mean? It's just and the way that it builds up and the way that it ends, and then I mean, are we free to spoil? Can we say plot points here?
Yeah.
At the end, and he's like, oh, go ahead and kill me, and blah, blah, and then he gets shot, and then oh, he's on the floor, and then they start talking while he's dead on the floor, and they're just like, okay, dude, what's going on here? What the, it's it takes you out of it, you know what I mean? It feels such like you're watching theater performances in a film, you know what I mean? It's you're watching a play versus an actual film, you know what I mean? That's what it feels like. And so that's my biggest criticism of the film. It's if you wanted to make it different, make it actually different, I guess, I don't know how better to put it that way, but so
have you seen the original?
Yeah. Well, that's where I started. Remember, so I was at school. I had to watch the original, so I had already seen that one. That's the reason why I dreaded watching the new one. But again, my friend vouched for it, and then since we were going to do the tier list, I was like, okay, I'll watch it. So I have seen both. Yes.
All right. So we got a D from Jose for West Side Story. Alex.
Oh, okay. I'm with Jose on this one. I never liked West Side Story, the original. I respect the movie. I know what it did for musicals. I know people go crazy about it, and it's a Latin person. Everyone's like, oh, you need to watch that. West Side Story is amazing. Yeah, I mean, like I get it, but it's not for me. And a remake, like this is one of those cases where I think like, okay, this movie happened because it's a Spielberg. Because if any other director wanted to make it, it would be like, no, dude, like the original is there. Like there's no need to revisit this idea.
I guess so, right?
It's a very well-made film, very well made. It has some great shots. Like it looks great, but I find it really boring. It's so damn long, and the songs and everything. It's too much for me. Like I can't, like, I'm not gonna say it's shit because it is not, but it's just like one of those movies that I can't just. It took me also like 3 sits to watch it. Like damn, dude, like this movie. I have to watch it. He's my favorite director. I can't just not watch it. Damn, right. Like
it's a curse.
I want to live in America.
So is that an A, Alex? Or?
That's yes. No. I give it a C+, but really just because he put a ton of effort in this movie. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I saw this in the theater. I actually kind of like it. So.
Oh no! Oh no, Gio! Oh no, Gio!
I remember that I watched Sound of Music. I loved it, and my grandma was like, "You need to watch West Side Story." Oh. I was like, God damn it! I hate this movie. It was like Sound of Music was so much fun, and this one is.
Oh, okay.
Maria.
And I hated Sound of Music. So there's
really
no, just kidding. I like both.
Music.
I like both of them. Mr. Adam.
I love music and I love movies, but I can have suspension of disbelief that people can put on costumes and fly and have superpowers. But I do not have the suspension of disbelief that people can just suddenly break out into song while talking. I have a lack of imagination when it comes to that. And my rest of my family loves musicals. I'm the outlier. So the only 2 musicals I've ever liked were Hamilton, because I'm a history buff, and I thought it was brilliant the way that Lin-Manuel Miranda captured a fairly boring part of American history and made it come alive. And then I love Moulin Rouge because Baz Luhrmann took like rock songs and pop songs and made it interesting. And of course you had Ewan McGregor in it singing, and he was awesome. So this was a chore for me to watch this. I feel like I was doing my homework because I love Spielberg. I just, and I know I've seen the original. I've just because I don't like musicals doesn't mean I haven't watched them. I've seen a lot of musicals, but I just don't like them. So that's not so much a knock on Spielberg. That's just my own personal bias. This is, like you guys said, I needed like 3 cups of coffee to get through this. But I can't trash talk my man, so I'll give it a C.
So, of the guys who
I don't know, man. I think you guys are being pretty generous, man. Come on. I don't like the movie. Both of you give them C.
Hold on.
That's called the
think,
Spielberg
like,
bias because I can't in good conscience give him less than that.
The guy, everything he did on this movie, like it's impressive, but I don't like it. But it's like I try to be as objective as I can with this one because I know that, like Adam, like he hates musicals. And it's the same for me. It's like I go into that movie and I have to leave that behind, or I'm gonna go and say like, this is a piece of shit. It's an F.
No. I mean, I totally get that from like in terms of like aesthetically, cinematography, the choreography, the performances. I could see why like you're like, okay, well, like because of those things, I do feel like it should get some sort of positivity, But at the same time, I was like, come on, man, you don't like the movie.
I agree. It's like Cabaret. I can't stand that movie. Yeah. I can't stand that movie, and I find it really hard to believe that year in the Oscars it was competing with The Godfather. Like, why? Like, why? It's a stupid movie, man. It's so stupid.
So, if you guys who have not did not like this movie, so none of you guys saw it in the theater, right?
No.
So, would you guys have been able to sit through the whole movie in the theater?
No.
No way.
No.
Would
See,
you have
I think that's important. That's important. Like, had you been at the movie theater, let's say you paid full price, IMAX, whatever, like, would you have been satisfied going to watch this film? I think that's what's important. You know what I mean? So that's why for me, I was like, no. So that's why I gave it the D. I mean, I did think, okay, a C maybe just because it's like, well, just because it's Spielberg. But I'm like, nah, like I have to grade it accurately. And no, it took me a week on and off 20 minutes or so to watch this film. Like, it's a hard watch.
Wow.
I would fall asleep probably.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Maybe
Señor,
maybe Jim has to.
Se acabó la película.
Mr. Jim.
I mean, I think this film's an A. I don't know what you guys are smoking.
There you go.
But,
There you go.
no, I'm joking. But it's not. I don't think it's that bad. I'm similar to Jose. So I watched obviously the original film in secondary school as a kid, and I actually remember liking the original, and then definitely pretending to all my mates that I didn't. But I remember liking the original. I enjoyed it. Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, that film was awful," and I was like, "Yeah, it was terrible." Just singing the tunes in my head.
Yeah, you were singing in the bathroom. I am pretty. Also,
okay.
It's the same like the it's the same like the Romeo and Juliet. You know the one with what's his name, DiCaprio in it. I remember we had to watch that in English. So do I, but everyone, it wasn't cool to like it at that age. But I dug that film. Everyone was like,
because
"Oh, it's trash." And I was like,
dudes,
yeah, exactly, stupid. But this film did this come out around COVID? Because this is that one that I remember when it came out. It I don't think it did very well in the box office.
Yeah,
and
I think you're right.
remember watching it. Yeah, I think it kind of flopped, but I don't know if that was just because of the time it came out. And then I think eventually I watched it on Disney Plus because it was on there. And it was okay. I quite like musicals for a lot of it. I mean, Little Shop of Horrors is fantastic. La La Land's really good. 90% of Disney movies and musicals, I guess. So most of those are pretty decent. I thought this is okay. I'd rank it at a C. Interestingly, this is a film that I remember not being amazed with, but apparently it's well regarded now as a musical, which surprised me when I read that. But yeah, I'd put it at a C. I wouldn't say it's terrible. I would also say I'm never going to watch it again. But yeah. And also, I don't think if I paid for this to watch in the cinema, just to put a point on that, I think I would still watch it, because there's no way I am paying about 15, 16 quid to watch a film and then I'm not finishing it. Even if I hate that film, I'm going to finish it because I paid my money for that and I can't get a refund. So yeah, I'd still watch this through.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
Not so much about this movie.
Let me close some of these here.
Oh, and then another thing too is like, we're talking about logic again. It's like, you just killed my brother. Let me go ahead and hook up with you. It's like, what? It's like how do you defend that? Like, it's like, it doesn't make any logical sense. Like, it's like, oh, our love is everlasting. It breaks any, blood connection. We just can't stop being in love with each other. Let's make love now. But you just killed my brother. It doesn't matter. It was like what?
Love conquers all, Jose. Love conquers all.
I'd be like, nah, dude, back off. You killed my brother. Get out. Why are you sneaking into my window? Our mom should have done more than.
We need some lessons of Inigo Montoya.
It was like, you're sneaking into my bedroom, and then they take forever to kiss, so then the mom can come on, the mom can open the door and find them, and they're just like, oh, okay.
It's a very old school style of movie. The way romance and the way drama plays out, it's very, very old school, and it feels like a soap opera.
So then, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So then, why adapt it that way? If you're gonna do it again, adapt it differently. Do it
You know what I would have done, and I hate saying that, but I would have go the Scarface route and make it on present day. Make something present day. Make something just like go completely different. Do something original. Yeah, it would be interesting.
That would have been interesting.
I mean, yeah.
This
You
to
can
me
even
was like
adapt the songs.
purely like a passion project of his, and no, he's Steven Spielberg, so no one's going to say no, you don't do that. So he's just like,
again, but I don't get it. Like, there's tons of people on set. No one questions it. Like, hey, we're gonna film the scene now where Ansel and Rachel are gonna, see each other in her room, and this is after he's killed her brother, and they're gonna have sex now. It's just like, what? Like, no one's like, hey, Steven, I don't know, man. Maybe there should be a little bit more pushback. Oh, that's how it was in the original. So that's how we're gonna go. Like. What?
I don't think no one, like, I would never dare to question him. It's like, if I do it, I'll feel bad.
Yeah.
I'd ask him the question. I'd just be like, well, I would just be like, yo, like, didn't he kill her brother like a scene ago? Like,
I see Jose. I see Jose questioning Steven Spielberg.
I understand it. Yeah. Just like, I would be so scared to tell him, like, no, whatever you say.
I mean, I would love to hear his response. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, I'd love to be like, hey, like, didn't that just happen? And then him be like, well, yeah, dude, blah, 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 blah. And in his own head, like, explain to me why he feels that
he would probably
relevant,
just like,
right?
He'd probably say, who's this PA? Get
that fool out of here.
No, what Spielberg would say is, don't use your brain, use mine. And that's it. And then they move forward with it.
And now get the fuck out of here.
And get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. Does he have I don't think does he have a reputation for that? I never heard he's got a reputation for being difficult. Have you?
No, but I think I think in that regard, it would be something like out of respect.
Yeah.
I really like on set normally, like if you are an assistant, it doesn't matter, like if you are the AD or something, like you're not really questioning things that doesn't concern you, and when you do it, there's normally a problem. So that would be like,
especially
something that like it would be something that if Spielberg doesn't say anything, Frank Marshall or someone would jump in and be like, why is this guy doing that?
Well, you know what I would do, actually, if I was really on that set as a PA? I probably would have gone to Rachel and asked her, being like, hey, in this scene, you're about to do this with this guy. Like, so like have to ask her and get her perspective on the scene as to why she feels that scene is important. And she probably would be like, well, Steven's telling me to do it, so that's what I'm doing. It is what it is. I'm an actor. But maybe that would be even like, that would have been better, because then at that point you're not questioning the great Steven Spielberg, but you're just asking the actress in terms of her perspective on the scene as to why she thinks it's okay that
she
she's
would
about
reply, because it's Hollywood, baby.
No, but maybe she would actually give you some complex answer. Like maybe she'd be like, oh, like, for me, the way I'm playing it is this way, and I'd be like, okay, cool,
That was also like a first film, right? It wasn't like a first like big
film?
I think so.
Wow.
So
that would be interesting to ask actors, like, how did you feel with this? And when they're that young and inexperienced, it would be interesting to ask them, like, how did you feel about this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She wasn't a big name or anything like that, so maybe a PA like me, hypothetically could have jumped in there and been like, hey, Rachel, like, I see we're about to film this scene, like, how do you feel about it, though? Like, maybe that would have been easier, hypothetically.
Let me move on to let me create some of these here. Warhorse, should it be behind or ahead of the post?
Behind.
Yeah. Ooh, I can't answer that because I've not seen the post.
Yeah, I would put it behind too.
Oh, okay. How about behind Tintin?
I think Tintin is better.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Minority Report. So let's see. So Minority Report's going to be...
Munich is better than Minority Report.
Oh, I haven't graded Munich yet.
Okay.
So should Minority Report be ahead of Empire of the Sun?
No.
No.
Okay. Ahead of AI?
I don't know. You guys.
I haven't seen AI, so I can't decide. I've seen Minority Report.
I think it's a more enjoyable film. So I guess from that perspective, I'd say yes.
I would say yes. Yeah. Although I would say ahead of Empire of the Sun, but
you guys decide. I think
Empire
like
of the Sun's a much
either way,
superior film. Great soundtrack.
Being on a B list is good enough. Like it's like, yeah.
Okay. Jim, do you think Minority Report should be ahead of Empire of the Sun?
I haven't seen Empire of the Sun, so I can't judge.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave it as is.
Yeah.
All right. So it's behind. I'll put behind Empire of the Sun. All right. And then the next one, Munich. All right. So let's do Munich. Munich. We'll put that.
I really think that's better than I missed out on Ready Player One. And yes, no. You guys really, I think if you watch it again, you're gonna appreciate it so much more.
I'm gonna put it as a B plus. Now, should it be ahead of Catch Me If You Can?
No. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Those two movies are really good, but they're very different. And Catch Me If You Can is. Yeah.
How about World of Worlds?
I think it's better than World of Worlds.
Yeah, it's way better. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so B plus, but it'll be ahead of World of Worlds. Okay. All right. So those are closed. All right. I thought you were gonna tell me that you loved West Side Story, Jose. I don't know. It was like completely. It was gonna be the opposite of that. All right, so let's do the next one here. So we have a few left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so let's wrap these up here. So the Fablemans, jumping down the middle. Let's start with Mr. Jim.
I haven't seen this one, unfortunately, or at least I don't remember watching it, so I'll skip this one out.
Okay. I'll step in. I actually really did like this movie, even though it is like a biography of Steven Spielberg. I would probably give it a B plus. It's not one of those movies that I necessarily want to rewatch like others, but definitely not top tier. But I did enjoyed it quite a bit. So I'll say B plus. But let's go with Mr. Alex.
I have issues with this movie. I think we talked about it last time.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird for me that he decided to make a movie about himself and his family and directed himself. It's not like, I think it would have been better if a friend of his, like imagine if a Scorsese did it or someone else, someone from the outside. But I think it's also really nice to see his perspective on his mother having, I'm going to spoil some stuff, but it's public knowledge. It's real life.
Yeah.
His mom had an affair with her father's best friend. And the way as a child he perceived the whole thing and how he affected his relationship with his family and how he relied on movies to feel better and to go through all this like life-challenging things. It's very nice, and it's very like, it kind of resonated with me. It reminded me of why I wanted to make movies as a kid, just because of family problems and stuff like that. So it's nice when you see like how the mind of an artist works and how it's, I mean, like I'm not comparing myself to him, like I'm not
no.
stupid, but it's very funny how you think like, okay, yeah, like the reason why we want to create art is sometimes because of pain that we have, and it's nice. It has really interesting moments. And the ending for me, it's the best thing about that movie with David Lynch playing Young Wayne. It's so good. I would give it a B. Solid B.
Solid B. All right.
Yeah.
From Alex. All right. Adam?
I really like this a lot. I don't have an issue like what that Alex has. I think plenty of artists who do autobiographies or do a story about their youth. That didn't kind of rub me the wrong way. I know he's somewhat fictionalized it, but it's more or less his story. To me, what I think is interesting is knowing his full body of work, and particularly his earlier films. That there was E.T., a Story of Divorce, Close Encounters, which we'll be talking about. There's some intense family drama between Terry Garr and Richard Dreyfuss's characters, and the kids see a lot of dysfunction in that in family. Even though in Indiana Jones, the mother died, there's dysfunction between Indiana Jones, between Henry Jones and Henry Jones Sr. So that his certainly his relationship with his parents obviously deeply affected him, and he translate that into the art he created and the relationships he showed on the screen. So I think from that perspective, it was really interesting. I liked it a lot. I'd give it an A-.
Okay, A- from Adam. Jose.
So this one was one that I was looking for on streaming for this one, and I couldn't find it, and I did not get a chance to watch it prior to this show, so I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Skip me.
Okay. All right, so we'll come back to that. All right, so let's do the next one.
I heard Michelle Williams is in it.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah,
Seth Rogen is great in it too. Paul Dano kills the movie.
Yeah. Indiana Jones and the what is it called? The
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. My personal favorite.
Yeah, this is the best Indiana Jones movie here. So let's start with Adam.
Ooh, Adam.
3 words: nuke the fridge.
No, wow.
I
know exactly what you're talking about.
So it's not a terrible film, but it's not a good Indiana Jones film. And there's some interesting ideas in here that just weren't fully explored. I think that I don't know if him and Lucas were kind of, I think, at odds on this at certain points. Some disagreements on, I know the whole Alien storyline was going back a bit, and I know some people that rubbed them the wrong way, like Aliens and Indiana Jones, but I think this is supposed to take place in the 50s, and alien invasion, alien films, and the whole UFO phenomenon was started to be big in that era. So these films are kind of reflective of the decades that they take place in. So that didn't bother me, but it was just the whole convoluted from inner space, and I don't know. I loved the idea of him having a kid, but I hated the execution of it with Shia LaBeouf. I just hated that whole thing, except the very ending where he marries Marion. I like that very ending. It's kind of like I like that very ending of Dial of Destiny, but I didn't really like the rest of the film. The very ending of Dial of Destiny was bittersweet. I didn't like a good chunk of this film. I thought the CGI, it was that era of CGI that just didn't look too good, where Mutt is like swinging with the monkeys. That kind of looks silly.
Yep, I was about to mention the monkeys.
I'm, as much as I like Cate Blanchett, I'm not sure and I loved her as Hera in Thor Ragnarok, and in so many movies I love her as an actress. She's a fantastic actress. She was good in this, but I don't think she was the best Indiana Jones villain. I was just kind of pretty disappointed in this film. If Lost World was like Alex said, this is the first time I was disappointed in film like him. I was really disappointed in this film. I would, in fact, this is a film like I remember seeing it with my dad, and like we left and like I don't know, I felt like I got to go see it again. Like, did I not like that film? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Just because it's Spielberg and it's Indiana Jones, I have to like this film, but I didn't like it. I have to say a C-.
Okay. C minus from Adam. Jose.
D.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
No thoughts? No thoughts?
No other comments.
All right, there you go. It speaks for itself, I guess. Mr. Jim.
Yeah, I this film's not terrible. It's definitely, actually for me, it's not the weakest of all of the films in the Indiana Jones series, but it's kind of a popcorn flick. It's not incredible, but if I was bored with nothing to do, I could watch through this and be like relatively entertained by it. But it's definitely not one of the best films on there. I think C is probably a fair place. I didn't hate Shia LaBeouf in this that much, to be fair. I actually thought I actually quite enjoyed his character in it quite a lot. But and also actually I liked the alien element. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I know that was a big complaint I think that a lot of people had, but I found it relatively plausible in something like Indiana Jones, if I'm completely honest. So yeah, I'd say C's good. It's watchable. As an Indiana Jones follow-on, it's disappointing, but yeah, it's not awful. I'd say C about matches.
Okay. Mr. Alex.
Oh man, I have a lot of problems with this movie, but especially like I used to think this was the worst thing that could happen to Indiana Jones, but after watching Dial of Destiny and watch it again, I was like, okay, in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Indiana Jones is Indiana Jones. Like the character, it's still the same. It's not a different character. It's not a broken man. It's not like, I don't know, you still see the same man there. And on Dial of Destiny, they just completely destroyed who this character was. And it made me appreciate this movie more, but I still think that it's not a good movie. But it's not a good movie because Spielberg really didn't want to make this film. He really didn't want to. He was like, we did Last Crusade. It was great. He always says in interviews, like, I created that sunset shot for a reason. It was the end of the story. That was it. But everybody wanted to make this movie. And he didn't want to have Nazis in the movie because it was like, after Schindler's List, I don't find them funny. I don't think it's cool to have this Nazis there. It didn't feel right for him. And it went to so many writers. Frank Darabont wrote a script. I think it was called Indiana Jones and the Lost Continent. And I don't remember who other writers wrote a script for this. And then David Koepp, which I really don't like that guy, grabbed all the ideas from other scripts and made this garbage. And it's just like George Lucas had some ideas, the alien part, the Russians, but they made this. It's a movie that it doesn't feel cohesive for me. It's very I like the idea that he has a son, but man, this kid is just like, it doesn't feel like Indiana Jones' son. The way they introduced Marion back to the story, it was like, I want to see her back, but really this is the way that she comes back. The Mac character was awful. Kate Blanchett's, I don't know, I didn't buy her as, like, I felt like she was forcing the accent a lot. And one of my main problems, like I told you, I was going to talk a lot about this movie. It was one of the biggest disappointments. Also, I hate the look of this movie. They said that they were going to emulate what Douglas Slocum, the DP of the first three movies, did. And if you look at those three movies, like, they have this really natural Hollywood from the 40s, 50s look. It's very, like, it feels real. And what Janusz Kaminski did was doing his dreamy, stupid style that doesn't really fit on Indiana Jones. And everything, like, all the lights look like there's a filter called Black Promise, which makes, like, lights glow. Has this really weird glow in the lights. And I don't know, it felt like a fan film for me in many ways. And yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it, but I think it's better, way better than Dial of Destiny. But I think that this movie shouldn't happen. I think the franchise should have just ended with Last Crusade. Yeah. End of my rant. I'm sorry.
To your point there about the original films shot on location, practical effects, I thought a chunk of this movie that took place in South America, it looked like it was, it was filmed on digital sets. It looked like it was on Naboo in the scenes in episode 1 where the Gungans are fighting the battle droids. I'm like, I expected like the Gungans to show up at some point. It just looked like Spielberg or Lucas said, "Hey, let's use the Naboo special effects."
All right.
Does feel like that,
Alex? What was
sorry? Just one last thing. Like even when they enter Area 51, like it's idiotic for me that a matte painting from 1981 looks better than the CGI from 2008. It's absurd.
Yeah,
it's absurd. For me, it's a D. This movie, yeah.
Okay.
No, not a D, a C minus. A C minus.
Okay, C minus. All right. All right.
I was about to say, Alex, that we were on the same wavelength, but I think you changed your mind.
I changed my mind. It was nice seeing Indy again.
Okay.
And I have good memories of like being obsessed with the behind
Pero
the
mira,
scenes.
es lo mismo que digo. It was nice to see Luke Skywalker again. Pero mira.
Oh, wow. Wow.
¿Qué le hicieron a él?
Exactamente.
Nothing. Let's see.
But at least they didn't break the character here. They saved that for
That's
Dial
true.
of Destiny.
I'm gonna grade West Side Story now. So let's see. So that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a D plus. Oh damn! Really that low? Yeah. So yeah, it'll be. Well, should it be behind always? In the D tier list.
I like it. So I don't remember always that much. So
Okay, because we have 1941 always, and then West Side Story. Does that sound right? I haven't seen those first two. I haven't seen 1941 or always, so I can't really.
Put it lower.
You want it to be an F? No. No. So far, we haven't had to do an F yet. Surprisingly.
That's
Well,
true.
actually, yeah.
F.
All right, so it'll be close, Jose. It'll be close, but we haven't had any other grades to support an F quite yet. But so that's West Side Story. Let's see. So that's Fablemans. Fablemans. Oh, we only have a few grades in there. I'll put like a solid B. Should it be behind Ready Player One?
no, ahead.
Ahead?
Yeah.
How about AI?
Yeah, ahead.
Minority Report?
I'd have Minority Report ahead.
Okay, so between Minority Report and AI. All right, the Fablemans. I'll wait for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull a little bit. All right, so let's do the next one here. So we're almost done here. We have a few left. Lincoln. Jumping down the middle. Daniel Day-Lewis, 2012. Let's start with Mr. Jim.
This is another one that I went to see in the cinema. And I remember thinking it was a really good film. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I don't have much more to say on it since then. It's yeah, I really don't remember much about this film. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis was good as always. Spielberg's historical movies are generally strong, but it's not something that I would ever watch again. So I think probably for me it'll be a B.
B. All right.
Yeah.
Alex.
That movie was really, really good. For me, it's an A. Daniel Day-Lewis blew my mind. Like it made me want, like it really made me want to know more about Lincoln. The way they tell the story was pretty interesting. It's a really good historic drama, and it's like as a Mexican here, like it really intrigued me to know more about the story there. So It was a fun movie. Very, very good.
All right.
Theater, like I watched it when I was living in Vancouver, and I remember the theater was pretty much empty. There were like 2 people there. It was a good movie.
Jose.
Yeah, I agree with Alex. I think it's a really good film, specifically Daniel Day-Lewis's performance as Lincoln. Obviously he's notorious for staying in character, so I always found that aspect interesting, that he basically was Lincoln throughout the whole time. I did think it was a little weird when the vampires came out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kidding. But it was interesting that Vampire Hunter movie came out around the same time. So it was like, I thought that was interesting. They say that supposedly every American thinks about Lincoln at least once a day. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they say.
Well, that covered today.
So that covered today. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go A on this one too. So.
Okay. All right, Jose, A, and Mr. 1 out of 12.
Oh, I've been saying this a lot today. I love this movie, and as a American history buff, and someone who works in politics and government, I think this is a fantastic film because it's about the first of all, Daniel Day-Lewis, just an extraordinary actor he is, and another extraordinary performance by him, and as how he gets into the roles. But what's great about the film is as Lincoln, tries to get the 13th Amendment passed to abolish slavery, it's about the mixture of his personality and of trying to get the votes he needs in Congress, and horse trading and all the resources that he tries to bring to bear to get this passed, and just awesome. And there's one to me, as someone who works at the state capitol in Albany, where he says, let's send a couple guys from Albany to get this done, to try to turn a couple of votes. It's just a little in joke for me. I thought that was funny. I thought this is great. If you want to, just a good encapsulation of sometimes how the sausage is made, this is a film to watch.
Okay. What was your grade, Jose? I mean, Adam?
A.
Okay, A from Adam. Okay. All right, pretty high grades there. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so we'll keep that open for now.
Adam, what did you think about the vampires, though?
I had a good laugh at what you said, because when this came out, my wife, every time I mentioned saying this, she would joke and say, "Yeah, we're gonna watch the Vampire Hunters one."
Yeah.
And then at the same time, because she's into a lot of like the Pride and Prejudice and the Jane Austen type, the period.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's I think it's
there's a Pride and Prejudice versus zombies.
And zombies.
I've seen that one. I've seen that one. It's fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like interesting things, like supposedly and it's like I've seen like documentaries. I mean, some of these are kind of like okay, but like supposedly like Lincoln had a best friend, and like there's rumors that they were lovers, and like they slept in the same bed, and like it was like whoa, and then like this whole like vampire thing, and it was like I was like whoa, I was like Lincoln's he was out there, man.
Man, a mystery.
Mr. Vampire Hunter, that's the truth.
Right.
He's the vampire hunter.
Mr. Blur That Life, a channel member dropping by. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Blur That Life. Much appreciate that.
Actually, I'm a big fan. Not to stray you a little bit there, Gio, but I'm a big fan of like when they do mix kind of like real things with like fantasy like that. You know what I mean? I think especially horror, like if they mix it like that, I always think that's pretty cool. Obviously, it's like like oh, you something you never knew about Abe Lincoln. He was a vampire hunter.
It's dumb and fun. Like people who take those things seriously, it's like, come on, man. Like, why are you taking this seriously? Like,
right.
If you want to watch something that's historical but mixes up with fantasy, that's worth checking out. Is it on Apple TV Plus? For All Mankind TV show.
I love that show.
It's an awesome show.
I've heard about it.
It's a what if the Soviets got to the moon before Neil Armstrong and Apollo, and how that would change American history and the space race. And some things continue as they are, but history is different. It's really, really good. It's worth checking out.
It's great.
And
I
mean, all that
watched the fourth season. I think I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, it's good.
All that's really interesting to me because it's like how the U.S. was so like we need to beat them, and like the whole theory about like, well, they couldn't do it, so they filmed it in the studio or whatever. And it's like you can tell, look at the wires and blah blah blah.
Stanley Kubrick shot it.
Right in the 60s. Yeah, that would have been him, right? He would have been the one to do it.
Joel Kinnaman. It's got Joel Kinnaman and the guy who played Mr. Terrific is in the last couple seasons. Eddie
Helios.
Yeah, no, you pronounce his last name. Yeah, he's in it. He's very good in it.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Show, sorry. It's a great show.
All right, so let's see here. So let me close some of these here, guys. So Indiana Jones, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So let's move that one to. I think that's gonna be a D+. That's
good.
Yeah, gonna be a D+. Should it be ahead of West Side Story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ahead of Always?
Yeah.
I didn't see that today.
1941?
Yes.
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 Okay. So the top in the D tier. This okay. All right.
I'm cool with that.
At least.
Like even the poster was bad.
Even the poster.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like they brought back Drew Struzan, but still doesn't look.
The best part of Kingdom and the Crystal Skull is when he just gets he gets rescued from getting the fridge nuked, and they decontaminate him. They have the shower, and he's talking to the CIA guys, and the general walks in, and he's like, this is Colonel Indiana Jones, and during the war he did this for our country. And I kept thinking, we saw that a little bit in Dial of Destiny, but I really wish we saw those stories.
Yes.
I want those stories.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Mr. Blurred Dad Life says, For All Mankind, I have to get back on that. It was created by Ronald D. Moore, who did the Battlestar Galactica reboot.
Yeah.
And some classic Next Generation episodes.
Yep.
Nice.
I never watched Battlestar Galactica, and it's something that I really want to watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't watched it either, actually.
I really want
version.
I want to watch the original was from the 70s, right?
Yeah, late 70s. Early 80s.
Wow. All right, so the next one here, guys, is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So let's start with Mr. 1 out of 12.
This is one of my favorite Spielberg films. One of my favorite films of all time. It's one of the first Hollywood films, I believe, where alien contact was not depicted as a apocalypse or evil intent. That and Spielberg would carry this on in his next film, E.T., where the aliens they were friendly aliens, and that was a novel approach back in 1978 when this movie came out. Richard Dreyfuss, maybe this is probably my favorite role of his in Spielberg film, a little more so than Jaws, but at least tied. I don't know. They're both great roles. Hooper in Jaws and Roy Neary in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I mentioned earlier about, there's some scenes in this where his wife he has this close encounter with the aliens, and the aliens, some of the people they come in contact with, they psychically imprint a message to come to Devil's Tower, and how not everyone makes the psychic connection that where this is to come there, but Roy Neary does, and so he has this, as he says, this encounter that he just can't explain, and his wife either doesn't believe him or doesn't want to believe him. I don't know, but before this even happens, he's sent out. They're watching. The 10 Commandments are on, and he's playing with his train set. And he's got 3 kids, and the kids are just being the kids. He wants to take the kids to go see Pinocchio. It's coming up this weekend, and the kids want to play golf. And you can tell that there's tension in the house. Kind of going back to our discussion about the Fablemans, that you can clearly see the depiction of the family dysfunction. And there's some scenes where seemingly Roy Neary's losing his mind. And from his wife's perspective, if you see your husband just taking mashed potatoes and piling on and sculpting it like a mountain and saying this means something, this is important, and doing this constantly and constantly focused on losing to the point where he loses his job on Alien Contact. His wife thinks that he's losing his mind, and there's some just really tough scenes to watch. And Spielberg shows the fight. The camera shows the kids' reactions as the parents are fighting, and they're very difficult to watch. And again, Spielberg is a master in getting incredible performances out of child actors. He does in this film, he does in Jaws, E.T., other films as well, Empire of the Sun. There's just some extraordinary scenes in this film, like the scene where the boy Barry is taken by the aliens, and you can see the lights from the clouds as the ships start coming, and they run in the house, and then all the electronics in the house start going off, and the record player starts like Johnny Mathis song starts coming on, and oh my gosh, I could talk about this movie for an hour. I love this movie. The up to the very end of the film, it just Francois Truffaut as one of the investigators. He's great. Bob Balaban as his translator. This film kind of sets the stage. Like X-Files owes a debt of gratitude to this film, I think. So many things owe a debt of gratitude, to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I really think this is an S-tier film. It's interesting. I've seen Spielberg in interviews say that in hindsight, the end of the film, spoiler alert, but come on, you should watch this. If you're which that's this far, Roy Neary goes off with the aliens, and Spielberg said that he regrets doing that because the guy abandons his family, and at that point he didn't have a family, and it was a different perspective. He would never do that now. But I just think it's I always thought, in some extent, they should never do a sequel to this. But part of me is kind of interested to see, not so much about the aliens, because I'm not sure what you could. I don't want to take any away of the wonder of what the alien, who they are, where they're from. I'm more interested in a story of if his character returning and the impact the kids had, because they probably just think he went crazy and he abandoned them, and he's a deadbeat father and never saw them again. And what to have a father like that return. I always thought that would be interesting to see again, the story of how the kids react to the father returning and saying he was with the aliens. But that's neither here nor there. Love this movie. S tier for me.
Okay, got an S from Mr. Adam. Mr. Jim.
Yeah, I think I agree. This movie, for me, almost has to be S tier. I mean, this is, when we think about the magic of Hollywood, this film kind of encapsulates that for me, and it's one of Spielberg's, obviously. It's one of my favorite films of his. I remember as a kid being terrified of this film, and then you rewatch it as an adult, and you're like, why was I so scared? And I think that's a lot of it's down to kind of how a lot of the scenes were quite, some of the scenes are quite intimate, the abduction scenes, Adam was saying about when so Barry gets abducted. That scene with him and his mum in the house with the lights going on everywhere, and like you don't actually see the aliens, and it has like this really kind of claustrophobic but also grand feel that's quite intimidating. And even a bit with I can't remember the character's name. He's in his truck, and he almost gets abducted in that scene as well, with like all the shaking and all the movements and all everything that happens around that scene. I remember like being quite mesmerizing back in the day, and it's just some of the shots are just really interesting as well. And the fact's like I think that they didn't have the whereabouts to do more in terms of CGI, practical effects and stuff. I think that actually lent a lot towards why this film is so good, because it keeps it a lot more of a mystery. You see less, so it's a bit more, I don't want to keep saying scary, but yeah, I think this film's absolutely fantastic. I think it's definitely deserving an S tier ranking.
Okay, an S tier or S from Mr. Jim. Alex.
It's an S tier for me too. Like this movie, it's like Jaws. You don't have to see it to be scared, or like not seeing something scarier and builds up in the mystery and waiting for the ending to the reveal of the aliens. It's a good choice, I think. Like I would say that I would be happy if I don't see them. If I just see like the little silhouette, I'll be happy with that. I love that the aliens are like kids.
Yeah,
I love that. It's very cool. And the whole idea of like the power of music, how music can connect us, that's beautiful. And it goes to his mother because his mother played the piano. Like all these little things, like Adam and I were saying earlier, like these little things, how he keeps bringing stuff from his family to his movies, but in a really subtle way that it's like to honor their memory or things that simply clicked on him. It's very nice. And this movie, I think, like it's one of those films that 50 years from now, people are going to still appreciate it. And I think like a lot of filmmakers, like X-Files, yes, it owes a lot to this show. But even like, I hate JJ, but you can even tell on Super 8 that he's trying to copy the vibe of this movie. He's trying to copy a lot of this idea of like how the families together and how they face their problems together. And it's funny how so many people try to copy the style of this film and they really don't succeed. And yeah, it's funny that in the later years I don't hear people talking about it that much. Like they completely forgot about it, and now everything is interstellar and in this movies, and it's like Close Encounters, I think that in a way is also what set ground for movies like Interstellar.
Okay.
I think. And yeah, it's a beautiful movie. The score is beautiful. Francois Truffaut, like everything, like Adam and Jim were saying, like everything about it is really, really beautiful.
Mr. Jose, plus.
So I'm gonna have to disappoint you guys. I haven't seen this one. I failed you guys. I haven't seen this one. It just blew me by. Yeah, I know. They should kick me off the panel for this one. I don't know.
Agreed.
I just never watched it. It's never happened. I definitely will. There's a couple here that I'm like, I definitely need to watch this one. But yeah, this is so skip me on this one.
This is a run, don't walk to see this movie.
Okay.
Seriously, this is a classic.
Does anybody know if it's streaming anywhere?
I think it was on Netflix a few months ago.
I mean I own it on iTunes, but I think I've seen it before on Netflix
and that 4K, the 4K remaster, man,
it's good. It's a good remaster.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I meant to rewatch this movie, but before this, but I ran out of time watching it because it's been a really long time since I've seen it. I remember it was really good. I remember liking it. I mean, I would have to give it an A. I just don't remember as much as I should. But all things that you guys were talking about, like, okay, yeah, that's right. I remember that, and stuff like that. But I'll give it an A. So I can't really get to the S tier list only because I don't remember more than I should at this point. But I'll give it an A. And I definitely do have to rewatch this movie here, so I'll give that an A there. I think we only have like 2 left. Oh no, three left. Three. Okay. All right. Let's get these done here. So, Schindler's List. Let's start with Jose.
This was another one that I had to watch for school, man. This one's a hard watch, man. I feel like it's like a hard movie to watch and to even like the subject matter and it's just a hard one, man. I just remember being, like in class watching this one, and it was one of those things where it was kind of like, wow, like tough one. It's a tough one. No, man. I think it's got to be an S for me.
Okay.
So
S from Jose. Mr. Jim.
Oh yeah, 100% agree. This is definitely an S film, S tier. This film's incredible. I mean, like Jose says, it's not something that when you're just looking for a chilled watch, you just flick this on, right? But it's a deep film. Stylistically, I think it's done really well. I love that they went black and white for this. It is just such. Yeah, it's one of those films that I don't throw around the word like profound that much, but this would be one of those words, films that I'd use that word for. In terms of like World War II films that we've seen, this is one of my favorites. I think this is an easy S tier for me, definitely.
Okay, S tier. This is another movie that I need to rewatch again as well. So that's two that I need to rewatch.
Just can't believe it's Liam Neeson in this.
Oh yeah. And Ray Fiennes in that too.
Yeah.
Mr. Alex.
This is my wife's favorite movie. She loves it, and I love it too. But it's like, I think that it's another one. It's actually, I think this is the movie that proved how good he is, because everybody thought he was just like this guy who he did history movies before that, Empire of the Sun, but this was a time when he's like, yes, I can do something really, really serious, like something really deep. Like even with The Color Purple and all these movies, it's not the same. Like this one it's different. It feels like, it doesn't even feel like a Spielberg movie. It's way too real. The way it's shot, everything it feels like you're there, like you're living those moments, and it's very tough to watch. But it's also incredible that, I think it's one of those movies that show the power of film, that it can take you to periods of time that you've never been there and understand. The contrast of this movie is incredible. Like you can see the atrocities of mankind, but you can also see the kindness and how we can be better when we aim to be that. It's a sad movie, but I think at the same time it's beautiful. And I think more people should watch it, because it's also one of those movies that I keep noticing that people don't watch it. Like younger audiences are like, no, that movie's black and white, so boring,
too slow.
Yeah, it's slow. It's not slow, man. Like this movie, like the first 15 minutes of the movie, you're hooked, and I love the first 20-25 minutes of the movie, how all the Jews don't believe what's happening to them. How John Williams' music plays, that it's like this tune that doesn't feel like sad or eerie. It's more mysterious and upbeat, when they're like, no, they're not going to do anything to us. They're just going to move us to another part of town. And they really can't believe what's coming to them. I think it's one of the greatest World War II movies out there. And yeah, I mean, it did so much for cinema history and built so many great relationships for Spielberg. Like Janusz Kaminski, the DP, after this movie, they worked on everything together. There's so many great stories about this movie. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
That's an S.
Yes.
S for Mr. Alex, and 1 out of 12.
Yeah, I mean, this is clearly one of his greatest films. One of the great films of all time. Just not to. I don't want to repeat what you guys have already said. One of Liam Neeson's finest roles. Fantastic work by Ben Kingsley. This is the first time I ever recall seeing Ray Fiennes in a role, and he's played some evil characters since, of course, Voldemort. but I don't think I've ever seen such a depiction of evil as Ralph Fiennes' role in Schindler's List as Eamon Goethe. Just a despicable person. It was black and white, but the one time, other than I think the very end, he uses color in this is when you see the one little girl and she had a pink red jacket, and Oscar Schindler, he's as they're liquidating. I think it's they're liquidating the Warsaw Ghetto. The Nazis are liquidating the Warsaw Ghetto, and he's following her. And he for whatever reason, she captures his attention, and so he uses color there. And then we come to find out later on that her coat was on the pile. It's just
devastating, man.
Heartbreaking and just devastating. I mean, words can't even convey this sorrow. How he captures that, because how do you capture the deaths of 6 million Jews and millions of other people? It's impossible. It's just impossible to do that. But through many ways, including, I think that child, Spielberg tries to just use one example to show the devastation and the madness and the horror and the evil of the Holocaust.
Yeah.
So this is an S tier for me.
All right, so an S from Adam, and then we have Vita. One of the greatest movies ever made. A plus. But she meant S. So there you go. It's from Vita. There you go. All right. So looks like we got all that there. Okay. Let's move on. So there's two left, guys. So I'll grade the other ones in just a bit here. So Saving Private Ryan, dropping that in the middle. All right, let's start with Adam again.
This is after Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is my second favorite Spielberg film. To me, this is like the other side of the coin in some ways. From and I think Spielberg said Schindler's List was for his mom, and Saving Private Ryan for his dad, who was a World War II veteran. Saving Private Ryan, I mean, that intro where they're storming the beaches of Normandy, it's like incredible. I've never seen before, and I haven't seen since such a like pulse pounding and heart wrenching, and just like my stomach was like, up here. Had the capturing, and Spielberg said that he felt like he probably couldn't even show like as much as he really was the reality of that. In terms of the violence and the gore, I guess, of that day. But from that into all the way throughout that film, great performances by, I think, in my view, my favorite performance by in a lot of great performances by Tom Hanks. This is my favorite. Great ensemble cast, Ed Burns, of course Matt Damon. It seems like there's a whole genre of movies where people are trying to save Matt Damon, and this is the first one where they're trying to save Matt Damon. But The Martian, they're trying to save Matt Damon. Good Will Hunting, they're trying to save Matt Damon. This is like everyone's trying to save Matt Damon.
Interstellar.
They try to save Matt Damon, but he ends up going crazy.
Yep. Spoiler, Adam. Spoiler.
Oh, come on, people.
It's been 11 years.
Jeremy, Vin Diesel, of course, in this movie. Jeremy, what's his last name? He was in Lost. He plays. He has the typewriter in this film, and he ends up.
It was Daniel Faraday in Lost, but I can't remember his real name.
Yeah,
I hate him. I hate him in this movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Adam Goldberg as Mellish. There's just, I mean, this is like such a great Giamatti. Paul Giamatti's in it, small role. Vin Diesel. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brian
yeah.
Cranston.
Tom Sizemore.
Tom Sizemore. Some of these
So
actors
many
before they became big, like Vin
Giovanni
Diesel.
Ribisi. Yeah.
Giovanni Ribisi. So a great ensemble cast. Great score, and just like the action in this is to my view, this is the greatest war film ever made. But the other thing of this is that you think about that day, June 6, 1944, the invasion of Normandy, and there's no question that those guys who landed on the beaches there saved the world from darkness. And our world would be a very different place if the Nazis pushed them back into the ocean. So, there's a line in that film at the end that really gets me every time where Captain Miller says to Ryan, earn this, earn it. And to me, it's not just about Matt Damon's character earning the rescue that they that unit provided him, but it's about us as the free world earning the victory that the Allies won in World War II. That's our responsibility to earn that for the sacrifices that greatest generation gave to us. And I think that like no other piece of work I've ever seen before or since, Steven Spielberg captured in that film. And I've been through my work, so many veterans events where they play the main theme from this movie at funerals, at veterans events. That's how important this film has become to the veterans community, at least here, in the U.S. I think it's a profound impact. This is a high S tier for me.
Okay. S tier from Adam. Mr. Alex.
I agree with absolutely everything that Adam said. Like, I mean, there's little that I can really add, but I love World War II history, and I think like really Spielberg he managed to capture perfectly two sides of the story of the war. This one really shows like what the soldiers went through and how valuable is life. Like this movie's, and I remember watching this in the theater. I was very young and it left me traumatized. Like I'm terrified of war because of this movie. And it's like something that I think that a lot of people don't feel anymore. They think war is a game. And war is fun, and war is not fun. War is what we're seeing in that movie. Like that is like, that's the reality of war. Like the guy when he's looking for his arm in the beach, like those things, like it's horrific.
Yeah,
it's terrifying to see that. It's not glorifying war, and I love that. Like this movie at any point is trying to be like, yes, man, like war is great. Like go enlist, and no, it's like, this is what we did for you to be free. This is what we had to go through to free the world. And it's a perfect film for me. I also think like this is one of the best World War II movies ever been made. Like in their list is there, this one. And I love it. This is also one of the movies that it really inspired me to become a cinematographer. I was obsessed with everything they did. They picked up vintage lenses from Panavision to create the whole style. The development of the film that they used, they tried to recreate what they did back in the 40s. They did a lot of overcrank. They did a lot of technical stuff in the movie to make it feel like what it was to be there back in that day. and it's very, very impressive, and I love it. I think it's Tom Hanks' best performance too. Yeah, I love this movie. It has so many beautiful and heartbreaking moments.
All right. So he's S, right, Alex?
Yes. Sorry, I forgot my grade, but you know what I mean.
Right, yeah, I do. Which means a D.
No, imagine that. No. Like
after all that shit. Mr. Jim. Lecter.
Yes. I'd be surprised this isn't close to unanimous. This is definitely an S tier, and there's not much I can add the other guys haven't said, but I think like what this film does particularly well is it has its like these incredible action set pieces, but then some of the moments that stick with me the longest are some of the the tragedies that we see throughout. Like the one that sticks with me the most is Private Wade when he gets shot, and I think it's in the stomach, and it's not a quick passing for him. It's quite a prolonged scene, and that scene just like sticks with me. And the actor that played that just did an incredible job. That scene even now like can bring a tear to my eye. And then even like within that scene with the German soldier that they capture and then they let go, like there's bits where you're almost like, oh, I'm glad they let him go, that's a good thing. And then obviously later on you see the roundabout of that, and you're like, and that's just like a really interesting subplot I think within the film that happens. And like sometimes subplots you can just drop them out and you don't really need them, but that one I think works in really well with the themes of the film. And yes, this is just such an incredible film. I remember, again, I went into it because it was a great action, but then it sticks with you because of the deeper meaning beneath and just the tragic moments throughout the film. It's it's an incredible film. Definitely S+.
All right, and then Mr. Jose.
So I'm gonna go low on this one. Just kidding. No, I just wanted to catch you guys off guard there. No, I mean I can't really. West Side Story, man. I think like it has to go like a little lower than West Side Story. Just wow. No, man. I mean I can't argue anything that you guys all said. I mean I think it's such a relevant film even today. So yeah, man, I think it's up there. I think like Adam, when you say like probably the greatest war film ever made, I think I wouldn't really debate you, you know what I mean? So it's definitely up there. So yeah, I think it's S tier. I don't really got anything else to add.
All right, S tier. Yeah, there you go. Definitely S. This is, in my opinion, the best war film. Now, granted, I haven't seen every single war movie, right? But I've seen a lot throughout the years, and this is by far
so many good
ones. The best one. So yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like the other ones that I think that are up there with it are very old movies, man. Like Bridge of River Kwai, like movies like that are films that I can put in there with Saving Private Ryan.
And to me, that was good.
Yeah.
The failure of the Academy Awards was never as visible as when this movie he won Best Director for this,
right?
For Saving Private Ryan, he did win Best Director, but Shakespeare in Love won Best Picture. Now, I do think Shakespeare in Love is a good picture. It's cute. Yeah. It's cute, but it is not at the same level as Saving Private Ryan. But I think that movie won because of Harvey Weinstein and his lobbying and controlling and marketing of Shakespeare in Love, and what Miramax did to get that passed, to get the votes. But that always struck me as like an injustice that this movie did not win Best Picture.
Yeah,
it really is.
I remember watching that. I remember watching that show, the Oscars, when it was live, and I was like, "What the hell? Are you serious?" Like I was like pissed off about it. It's like, what the hell is Shakespeare in Love over Saving Private Ryan? So yeah, I thought that was insane. But
Shakespeare in Love. I've never even seen that one actually.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not like
I don't like it. I don't like it, but
like Adam said, it's not it's not a terrible movie. It's not. I don't think it should have been nominated for Best Picture. Definitely should not have won compared to a film like Saving Private Ryan. But yeah, there was those other factors that Adam already mentioned. But we have Mr. S Beam saying, "Hit that like button, y'all." Thank you so much for that, Mr. S Beam. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the like button. Very much appreciated there. Mr. MB Dyson dropping by here as well. Ryan up to A. He says it's an A. Saving Private Ryan from MB Dyson. And then Mr. Moose, a channel member as well. Hello, community of collectors. I have all 9. Did Saving Private Ryan figs? Oh, really? There's 9 of them?
The ID. The ID.
Oh,
the ID was a lot of military. Yeah.
Oh, but there's 9 of them. Oh, I didn't know there were that many actually.
I have the Ryan and I have the Tom Hanks one.
Oh.
You do?
I didn't know there were any.
I do. I have Tom Hanks.
I did not know they did so many of those.
Hold on.
MB Dyson said, but Spielberg got Best Director, a rare split in the awards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That usually happens. Yeah.
That's really annoying. Like, he needed to get Best Picture.
Yeah, that was a given, like an obvious one, but I guess not. All right, so let's see here. So we have one last one, and then I'll grade the other ones that have not been graded yet. So I'm gonna drop in. Hold on a sec. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
And that's the DID.
Pretty good.
That's DID. Yep.
That looks decent.
There you go.
That's really cool.
Captain,
the outfit is
Miller.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you have
Just
this one,
to assemble
and what's the other one?
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan. Okay.
Matt Damon.
The
That Tom Hanks one looks really good, man.
Yeah, this one looks good.
That's a really, I think it's an M47, that jacket. That's pretty
cool. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like World War II clothing.
Let's see here. Mr. Moose says the first Tom Hanks or the 2.0 upgrade.
I believe it's a 2.0.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Mr. Adam. The last one is Jurassic Park. Drop that in the middle. Like I said, I'll grade all the other ones from Lincoln and all the way to Jurassic Park. So let's start with Jose.
S tier.
Of course.
No further questions.
There you go. That's exactly. Mr. Jim.
100% S tier. This is the film that started it all for me in terms of movies. And this just can't not be S tier. And it's a real weird one when you read the book and realize how different it is as well. That much is very different from the Spielberg movie. But Jurassic Park's just one of those films that I think will stick me forever. It stands the test of time in terms of it's starting to look slightly aged now. It does look a little bit dated now. On the DVD I have of it, I probably need to get it in 4K soon. But
you'll notice the CGI.
Is it worse?
A little, you're gonna.
Oh no, yeah.
The bracket sort of like when you see the texture on the leg. It looks very. It looks like 360p. It looks very bad.
Wow.
I did wonder about that. I still have the VHS of the original. I just need to get an actual VHS player again.
Watch it. Watch it old school. Watch it on a VHS. On a VCR.
Done, right? Because
watch it that way.
All the effects were rendered in, I think, 720p at most. So when you watch the movie rendered in 1080p or 4K, like those CGI effects are not. Yeah, they don't look that good.
It's an interesting one because I've been getting into that recently. Because 4K is like there's like certain films are good in 4K, some are not. I've heard like negative things, for example, about Aliens. Looking too like too much noise cancellation, looks too smooth.
He used AI to do the restoration, there's a lot of noise reduction and over sharpening of the image. Like all the film emulsion of that time, like I think it was Correct Vision 2. I don't remember exactly which one was it, but it had a lot of grain. It was very textured film, and James Cameron didn't like it, so he removed everything, and it looks very artificial.
Yep. I 100% agree, especially with those 4K restorations. Didn't he do that a lot with the Terminator 4K?
Yeah, like with True
as
Lies,
well?
he did the same thing,
Yeah.
and he doesn't like the film look. He's like trying to clean everything. He like George Lucas in that matter. Like
he wants it to look. Yeah, he wants it to look more digital.
With Jurassic Park, it's different because the movie looks great. It's just like those really tight close-ups of CG is when you start noticing that it was the first time that they were doing something like that.
Okay.
But the rest of the movie looks amazing. Watching it.
I heard there was a version where I don't know if it was the 4K one, but like you could see the boom mic and all that, like things like that. There's like shots where you can kind of see because it was never meant to be, just like viewed that way like that.
With Jurassic Park?
Yeah. I don't know if it was the Blu-ray or the 4K, but there was. I remember hearing about it where like you could see the boom mic, and then you could see some, like things like that.
I'm gonna have to get the 4K now.
It's keeping the aspect ratio, so it shouldn't have to because it's 185:1. Like it would have to be a pen and scan or something, or they reframe some shots. But it's funny.
So we got an S from Mr. Jim. Alex.
100%.
S tier. S tier. Yeah.
Okay.
I love this movie. We all love it. We all love it, and it changed all of our lives. So yes, S tier. Yeah.
Well, let's see. Maybe Adam will break the streak.
Oh, he's got to say S tier as well.
It's no. It's no Tintin, but
all right.
West Side Story.
Or West Side Story.
It's no Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Okay.
Oh, that's an elite few. I think it's not Spielberg's last S tier film because a few months later, the same year he comes out with Jurassic Park, he comes out with Schindler's List, and he said that Jurassic Park kind of saved his mental health. He was working on that, as he was editing that as he was working on Schindler's List, and Saving Private Ryan. In my view, is an S tier. So, but this is what I kind of consider his last S tier film that is of the amusement park ride, family fun, adventure, sci-fi genre. That's S tier for me. I think when you look at our list, I think this panel has an excellent panel, has got it right here on these. And to me, Jurassic Park is just a awesome thrill ride film that you want to go to the movies to see. It's it's why people should go to a movie to see a film like this. The movie theater to see a film like this.
Right.
From every minute of it. And the one thing that Spielberg does right in pretty much all his films, and certainly is on display in Jurassic Park, is that his focus is not, the revolutionary CG that so many films since then have used, and that's why Lucas went back and started to do the Star Wars prequels. He cited Jurassic Park. It's now the technology's there. And then the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So many films have perfected, used and perfected the technology that was first developed in Jurassic Park. But what Spielberg never lost sight of is creating characters and a story that you cared about, and the characters you cared about. Everyone from Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum, Laura Dern, to Samuel L. Jackson, to Wayne Knight's character, who's just such deliciously arrogant a-hole character in this. John, the owner of Jurassic Park. What's his name? John Hammond.
John Hammond.
Yeah, just a great character. So he focused on the characters, and that's Saving Private Ryan. He focused on the characters. Close Encounters, the characters. Schindler's List, yes, the overwhelming story and the horror of the Holocaust, but he also focused on the characters. And too many films, including some of the sequels to Jurassic Park, like the Jurassic World movies, have not always focused on the characters and developing good characters that you gave a darn about. And that's to the detriment of the films. Spielberg's never lost sight of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, S tier. S tier. Yeah.
Okay, S. Yeah, I know already. I already noted down, but I don't think you actually told me yet. But yeah. Okay, so this
was a given.
Unanimous S. All right, here we go.
Jose, this is the time when you rip the Jurassic Park logo and have a West Side Story t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I lied.
I love that movie. Okay.
Yeah. I was playing you.
That's your guilty pleasure.
I'm secretly gonna watch it right now after this.
You're gonna get your whole back tattooed with West Side Story.
Do you have another week?
Yeah.
You have another week for that, Jose?
Yeah, I do.
You're gonna make the remake in 20 years.
By Jose Hernandez, directed by. MB Dyson says, "Is Lost World up there?" No, it was at the C tier list. It was. I was surprised actually. I was very shocked, but.
I'd make another West Side Story, and then I'd get Alex to be my cinematographer.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
We'll shoot it on film, and I'll destroy the film.
Damn. S tier says Mr. S Beam. I noted that there. Yeah, C tier for Lost World. Let's see. Moose says there is a Captain Miller, Hanks, Private Ryan, Damon, Sergeant Horvath, Tom Sizemore, Captain Carpazzo, Vin Diesel, Private was it Reben? Ed Burns, Corporal Uppa. How do you pronounce that? Upham. Private Mellish, Medic Wade, Giovanni Ribisi, and Sniper Jackson. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know they made those figures from that.
That's pretty cool.
From that film. Dennis Newman says MB Dyson, right?
Yeah.
Dennis. Yeah, there you go.
That's it. Come over me.
I would get that figure. Okay, so let's see. So now let's go and rearrange these. Okay, so Lincoln will be it's going to be an A minus. So A minus. Should it be ahead of Hook?
I wouldn't, but you guys.
Not for me.
Okay, I haven't seen Hook, I don't think, or I don't remember it. I was like very young when I saw that, so I don't think I voted anything for that one. Behind Hook,
you guys decide.
I'd say behind.
Yeah, leave it there.
Behind,
yeah.
Okay, behind. All right. So that's Lincoln. Close Encounters. Close Encounters, pretty high. So I'll put it an S. Now, is it behind Last Crusade or ahead?
I think it's a better film than Last Crusade.
Yes,
personally.
Yeah,
it is.
I think.
Okay.
Should be
How about ET?
I put it ahead of ET. Yeah,
I think it's better than ET.
I would.
Yes.
Okay. How about Temple of Doom?
I think it's better.
I think it's better than Temple of Doom.
Oh, okay. All right. How about Jaws?
No.
Ooh.
No?
I think they're equal to me.
It depends what day it is.
Yeah.
Actually, that is
Sunday.
kind of hard. That is kind of
On
hard.
that Sunday.
So let's have Jose be the deciding factor. So Jose.
I can't be me because I haven't seen that one. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
I think Jaws has probably got to be higher because that's what
Okay.
made Spielberg.
Okay. Well, that's a good one right there. Okay, we'll do that. Jaws ahead of Close Encounters. All right. Next one, Schindler's List. So that's gonna be S, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, where does it go? Is it ahead of E.T.?
Yeah.
Ahead of Last Crusade?
Yes.
Temple of Doom. Yes.
I'm sorry, Temple of Doom.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Ahead of Close Encounters?
I'd say
yeah.
Yes.
Ahead of Jaws?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I'd hazard a yes.
Jose?
No.
Alex?
No.
Okay. All right.
It's fair.
Saving Private Ryan. Is it ahead of ET?
Yes.
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 Temple of Doom?
Yes.
Yes.
Close
Yes.
Encounters?
Yes.
Yes.
Schindler's List?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would put it behind, but you guys.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I would as well.
He won best. Well, he won best director for both, but I guess Schindler's won best picture, so maybe that kind of.
Yeah.
Jose?
I think both are incredible. Like, but
They're very different.
I'd put
Yeah.
it behind it.
but
Behind it? Okay. All right. So behind Schindler's List. Okay.
Unanimous.
Jurassic Park. Is it ahead of ET?
Yes.
Yes.
Temple of Doom?
Yes.
yes.
Close Encounters?
Yes.
Yes.
Saving Private Ryan?
No.
No.
I'd say yes.
Jose?
Yes.
Alex?
I would say no.
He said no.
I'll say yes. Schindler's List?
No.
No.
Jose?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. So those are the grades. All of them have been closed. All 34 movies, I believe. 34 movies. Steven Spielberg directed films.
We made it. 3 hours. We made it.
I thought it was going to be shorter.
S list. That's impressive.
This is a great list.
Temple of Doom is not a bad script.
The list is good. The list is life.
Yes.
MB.
Good way of bringing that quote.
MB does a Temple of Doom is S. No way. That is such an annoying film. Harrison can't salvage that bad script. Wow.
That
All right.
movie,
Go ahead. Okay, so I'm very shocked, but I'm gonna go over specifically the first film I'm gonna mention. So I'm gonna do the recap. Steven Spielberg directed films, tier list. Starting at the very bottom is West Side Story, which I'm shocked. So got that. The D tier list.
Hate musicals.
Not a single F, so that's good, right? Not a single F in there. West Side Story, always 1941, and Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of Crystal Skull, D tier list right there. Starting with the C at the very bottom, the BFG, Tintin, War Horse, The Post, Sugarland Express, The Terminal, and The Lost World Jurassic Park. Very shocked about that one too. Starting with the B tier list, the very bottom of that list, a tier is Amistad, Ready Player One. Very shocked about that one too. AI, The Fablemans, Minority Reports, Empire of the Sun, Duel, Bridge of Spies, Tom Cruise version of War of the Worlds, not the Ice Cube one. Munich, Catch Me If You Can. At the A tier list, at the very bottom is Lincoln, Hook, The Color Purple. Now at the S tier list, at the very bottom is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, E.T., Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Saving Private Ryan, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List. Now, these two I don't think I've asked you guys. So should Raiders of the Lost Ark be the S top film, or should it be Jaws?
I'm comfortable
For
with
me,
it. Top.
it's Raiders.
Raiders.
Okay. So we have Jaws and then Raiders of the Lost Ark as the top Steven Spielberg film. So that was the list, guys. 5 hours later, not collectively, but 5 hours later, split in two. Good thing we split in two, because damn. So that's the Steven Spielberg directed filmography tier list. I thank you guys in the panel who participated in all this. Very much appreciate you guys' time. But we do have a Spielberg directed tier list. It is public, so I'm sure we can look up the tier maker and look up Steven Spielberg films. I'm sure you'll see this. I don't know how many other people have done this before, but it is there. And of course, we have these live streams here on the channel. So that's it, guys. So let me go to your social media, YouTube channels, and all that stuff there. Let's start with Mr. 1 Adam 12. What you got going, Mr. Adam?
Check out, I have the new, just did an unboxing of, got it yesterday, the new Hot Toys Artisan Black Widow. And, check it out. It's, is it like Raiders of the Lost Ark, or is it like West Side Story? Watch the video and find out.
It's West Side Story.
Maria.
It's better.
Maria.
In terms of so you're not doing the Friday show, correct? You're doing the show next Saturday.
No, because it'll be
that's right, because
interfering with
the streaming starts Friday.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot. So for the I know it kicks off with Jedi Night's Watch, Wolfpack. I'm going to be on Let's Get Nuts with Ben Thomas. That's the second show of the stream on starting Friday. And then I'm doing like an early morning show. I don't know if it's before or after Jose's. I'm with Bricks Bugle 6. I think we're like 7 a.m. Eastern time, so it's like 4 a.m. in the West. And then I'll be on, with you, Gio, for I think we're on what, 5 o'clock in the West? 5
your time.
But yeah, next Saturday. So I'll be having a lot of coffee next Saturday.
Dunkin' Donuts. Make sure Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I showed you guys my 1/6 Dunkin' Donuts cup, right?
Oh yeah. Got a 1/6 Dunkin' Donuts for any.
I'm getting the
Matt Damon figures.
I'm getting the Ben Affleck Batman versus Superman 2.0 this week. So I plan on having him holding a Dunkin' Donuts cup.
Nice, nice.
And great stream. I think every one of those S tier films was like one, like all these got it. Every one of these has got to be S tier. And I don't, may have little disagreements whether one should be C or B or an A. But I think we all got it right on that. I don't think there's a film that is not on an S tier list that needs to be S tier. These are all awesome lists. So great stream. Always wonderful joining each of you guys, and hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Adam. Great supporter, channel member, panelist. Thank you very much. Let's go to Mr. Jose Plus.
Oh my. So what do we? So I mean, sorry, I wasn't ready. We're gonna have the next Muscle Menos next Saturday. It'd be after Brick's show, so it'd be 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. That's the show. We have Viking Collectibles and Feel the Burn, Robert, going head to head for our early special 1/6 celebration episode. We are going to have a giveaway, maybe even 2 on the show, so please tune in if you can. I know it's an early show, especially for us on the West Coast, so if you can't, that's totally cool. But if you do wake up and you happen to see us live, definitely come through. I know the panelists would love it if you could be there to vote, because the votes do matter. So it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a good one. Marco is going to do his, I believe, fingers crossed, everything works out that way. But I think I'm giving him the reins to do his own segment this time. So he's going to do something different and unique, and he's going to be leading that segment. And then obviously the King Shark Tank. So I'll see you guys there, hopefully at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern.
And you know what that segment is, Jose?
He has not told me yet. He said he would let me know once he figures it out. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, that's your exclusive there.
So find out and then leak it to me, and then I'll.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and then I'll leak it to everyone else.
Oh right. Gosh.
Thanks so much, Mr. Jose Plus. Let's see, Mr. Alex Montano. So
Hello.
what do you got going on?
I don't have anything going on right now. Like I'm super busy with work, so it'll be a minute for me to make another video. But yeah, I'll continue making videos in English on this channel and in Spanish on the other one. So you guys go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, we continue making videos about movies and stuff that I like and complaints about life and yeah, everything.
West Side Story.
Of course, the greatest movie of all time. Yeah, Latino power. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Maria.
Well, thank you
Who
so
shot?
much, Alex, Mr. Alex Montano.
shot
Thank you so
Tony?
much.
Thank
And
you.
then all you
It's always
guys.
fun being with you guys. It's always fun chatting with you and talking about the greatest form of entertainment ever. It's really, really fun. I really appreciate you all.
Oh yeah, definitely. Always appreciate your time here, Mr. Alex. And then the link of all of you guys' YouTube channels and stuff like that is in the description of this video. So if you want to subscribe to any of these gentlemen here, you can do so there in the description there. And then we have Mr. Jim Collector. So what do you got going on, Mr. Jim?
First of all, thanks for having us on again. Really enjoyed doing these last two streams. It's been good to chat with all you guys about the different Spielberg movies as well. It's been good fun. As for me, unfortunately, I haven't had much time for the hobby recently, so I haven't been able to do much, but hopefully soon I'll be able to get back into the swing of things. Back on with the photography on my Instagram, and hopefully back to some YouTube unboxings, reviews, and things like that soon. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks we will see. But yeah, pretty much jumping on live streams is the extent of my what I'm doing at the moment. But yeah, so check out YouTube, check out Instagram, and I will be back in action pretty soon.
Okay. And then you've been traveling a lot too, right?
Yeah, so I just got back from a trip to Lithuania. So and then we got going to Japan in November. So I've got a bit of time now to kind of get back to life. Yeah. Okay. And then hopefully get some content going.
All right. Very, very nice there. Thank you so much, Mr. Jim, for joining us as always here. All right. So then for me, so let's see. So, actually, let me look at this real quick. So let's see. So number one of the top fans in the live chat, I think, is Jim.
Wow.
Mr. Jim Collector. So let me just double check here. Yeah. So Mr. Jim interacted the most, at least based on YouTube right here. So thanks so much to Mr. Jim. All right.
Rigged.
So that was rigged, right? So the 1/6 celebration, as Adam brought up earlier here, and Jose. So my time slot is 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific time on the Saturday, September 6th. But as mentioned, the entire 24-hour stream begins on Friday, September 5th, 6 p.m. Pacific time with Jedi Knights Watch. So definitely check that out there. A lot of giveaways going on throughout. I'm gonna give on my channel. I mean, this is not going to be the only giveaway, but I'll just show these.
Ooh,
these are magnets. So yeah, Jose knows, he was there. So I'm going to give these out to channel members on that stream. If you're in the US,
cool.
Sorry there, Jim, but if you happen to be one of the winners, but or Alex too, because he's not in the US either. But then we have this magnet here, and then this one right here.
Oh, that Predator one's cool.
So there you go there. So I'll be giving those the 1/6 celebration, and there's some other stuff. That's not like the main one. That's just one little things that I'm gonna do. So yeah, so we got that. Let me see if there's anything else.
I won
the giveaways.
I won it
giveaways
already.
there.
I won it already, Gio.
Oh, you're showing yours right there. Yes, I'll give that one. So Jose. So he has the Predator one. So there you go. So there you go.
Since it's a magnet, it should say "stick around."
All right. There you go.
Great one line.
So these are some of the giveaways here. Some of the, like I said, it is not known for the public yet which channels are going to have these giveaways, but they are giving away the statue, Hawkman, and then these Michael Jackson in-art figure and the Range Trooper exclusive Hot Toys from Solo. So those are some of the giveaways that are going to be happening. There's some other ones that have not been revealed yet at all. To keeping those stuff under wraps, but should be a lot of fun starting next Friday. So make sure to check that out there. And I believe that's it, guys. So if you're watching the live chat the whole time, thank you so very much. If you're watching the replay, thank you so very much. The Canon Council here today, long stream, but appreciate every single one of you guys. And that's it for today. Enjoy the rest of your weekends, and hopefully we'll see you next week with the 1/6 celebration. So enjoy the rest of your day.
Fortune and glory, kids.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Dun, 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 dun.